Anyway, there's Phil Wakefield. Here's Bailey, and they'll get through for 2. Right, so 22 runs off 4 overs is this partnership. Come on, Simon has pretty decent figures actually, 1 for 13, although he'll be feeling ripped off. He certainly feels like he should have got at least another wicket or 2, but just hasn't had the support that he was hoping for from the fielding side. Play ball. This is Chris Wallace. Comes in the bowl to Phil Wakefield. Hits it on the leg side. There's Alan Pearce, and throw comes in. Just a little bit wide of Goretzky there. He puts his hand up to apologise for the fact that the throw wasn't spot on. Chris Laurie, outside edge, and there's Simon. He doesn't have an impact at all there. He didn't even touch that. Chris bowling to my mate Phil Wakefield here. And Phil, here goes for the big one. Simon! Oh! He goes for a half-hearted one-handed effort when he could have easily used 2 hands. And he goes to ground like a sack of shit as well. And to be fair, that was piss poor fielding, it really was. And you need to be taking those catches, you really do. Anyway, he didn't. Oh, good ball. That was a great delivery there by Chris. That's the one that he pitches and it goes away from the right-hander. Last ball, every chance this will be the in-swinger to try and bowl the batsman probably, because he often follows it up with that one. Yeah, it is that ball, but the batsman was up to it. So he bowled exactly the ball I thought he might, and it cost him 5. That's the end of the over. So I don't reckon Laurie heard me say that was coming. I've been watching Chris play this game for a long time. He bowls mostly swinging the ball in, but he does have that ball that goes away. And after beating the batsman ball before, he pitched it up and he got smacked in the back net. Play ball, such is life. Alistair bowls, and that's a little bit too quick for Laurie on that occasion. And that'll be none. Gave the 5 runs to the wrong bloke actually. It was Laurie that hit it. That was the ball before. So yeah, that was so we sort that out. Laurie played that good shot for 5. We don't want to be giving that to Phil Wakefield. That would be an injustice. Anyway, this is Alistair Laurie, and he's coming in the bowl to Phil Wakefield, and it cramped him for room a bit, so it was well bowled. So they followed the batsman, and they weren't able to get any runs. Yeah, it's fairly delicately poised this game. They need 11 for the skin here, the Hooters. I don't know whether they're going to have a dip at it. We'll see. Well, he hits it straight. Now, there's Esky. Oh, Esky again. Gee whiz. He's given us a real mixed bag down there. Third ball, last ball. So we're going to have to run. Super ball, all that. It's all of those things. He comes in to bowl to Phil. And he beats the bat. Not out yet, because he was in when he hit it, but that's gone. And Esky actually does something, and the crowd are up. So that's run out. And yeah, the old third ball situation there. And the batsman missed it. And when the keeper took the bails, the batsman on strike was still in the crease. The non-striker never stopped or went back the other way at any stage. So it was never going to be out on a hesitation or third ball situation there. So they had to actually throw the ball down the other end to get the wicket. And anyway, Esky that time did something relatively constructive. So the Ants benefited from that. That evens the game up quite nicely, actually, I reckon. So this pair comes out needing 36 to win. And, you know, I reckon at the moment, if you're framing a betting market, it's not too far short of even money. Jules is a very good batsman. So I still think the Hooters are every chance in this game. Play ball. But, you know, we'll see how it plays out. Anyway, he plays that one nicely. And he gets off the mark with an easy 2. Right, so great game anyway. Our first game of the night here on a Tuesday. We just love these hard-fought, close games. And that's in the air. He could be caught here. Esky! Oh, gee, he does something earlier, and now he does something again. And he's really given us a big bag, actually. He batted quite well. He's done some good things in the field and some shit things. And he's, you know, picked up a couple of wickets probably. Picked up one then anyway. Let's have a look. Yeah, it was actually his first wicket. So he actually had 23 runs off 2. So apart from that wicket, he's probably not bowled all that well. But he's given us a real mixed bag in terms of the way that he's played tonight. Anyway, 3 runs there last ball. We've complimented him when he's done something good, and we've ripped his heart out when he's been ordinary. Over the wicket. That's what I'm here to do. It's my job. And I love doing it. Thank you. That's the end of the over. Anyway, 1 for 27 for Esky. End of the over, boys. And just the 4 runs are coming from that one, so that was definitely the best over of his 3. Adam Pearce. Play ball. So your mate Adam coming in the bowl to my mate Jules. And he's on his way now, he bowls. Jules, oh gee whiz, he gave himself room, and I reckon Alistair was maybe anticipating possibly the ball might be hit leg side, but it wasn't. It was hit offside where no one was, and it was hit hard, so he got 5 runs for it. So it's a nice shot. He bowls to Spud. Oh, spot that Spud. So I don't know what Spud was trying to do there, but he's ended up letting that go. And yeah, anyway, no one knows what he was doing, not even Spud. Anyway, that's all right. Comes in the bowl and beats the bat, so I don't reckon Spud knew much about that one either. At least he played a shot at that one, but it didn't work for him. 3rd ball as Adam on the 3rd ball comes in the bowl to Spud. And Spud, oh gee, he's a bit lucky. He's hit it in the air and it landed safely, so a bit fortunate. Fair to say so far that Spud doesn't play spin all that well at the moment. Doesn't play Adam very well at the moment anyway. Last ball, probably won't have to face him again. I don't think he's got any more ball over to go. Oh gee whiz. Jules doesn't mind facing Adam. He smacks him for 7 and that's the end of the over. So a huge difference there between the way that Jules handled Adam and Spud. Jules hit a 5 and a 7 and Spud had no idea what to do. Yeah, I could have given him some advice, but I don't reckon any advice would have helped him. You can either play spin or you can't. Play ball. Chris Wallace. Leg side, so we pay that as you do. Anyway, that last over went for 14 and all of a sudden the Hooters probably feeling pretty good about where they sit in this game at the moment. It's good footwork by Jules to get to the pitch of the ball on the full, and he hit it for 3, so good placement as well. Yeah, it's good, so it was wide-ish but not wide enough to call. We can already sense at the moment that, and I reckon the answer onto this, that they need to keep Jules off strike as much as possible, because he's the one that's smacking them. Although Spud does hit that well. There's Esky, and this time he runs it in when he should have thrown it, because they got 3 for their 3, and the only chance of a run out there would have been to release the ball, not to run it all the way through. Chris bowls to Jules, and that's a very nice shot. It's also excellent fielding by Alistair, and that is good night Irene. Absolutely 100% gone, and I don't think we'll get any disputes over that, but yep, it'll be another one of those decisions. Was that without reviews, I'd spend the rest of my night and all night backing myself in on that decision if anyone was going to dispute it. Play ball, and I have been known to do that on occasions, make my case and plead my argument in the car park for many hours at the end of the night after a game, or after a night's play. And that was back in the day when we didn't have reviews. Hasn't happened for a long time, that, but it used to happen back in the first probably half of my umpiring, first 20 years or so. 1985, I can't believe I was umpiring indoor cricket in 1985, and here we are in 2025, and I haven't found anything else better to do since, so I keep doing it. That's one. Anyway, I'm very happy with my job. I think everyone knows that. I don't reckon everyone wants my job. There's only certain people that want to umpire any sport. You either want to do it or you don't. And anyway, I'm more than happy to be in the chair doing this. So I'll keep doing it. Oh, Esty fumbles it. They get 7. It was well struck by Spud, who's actually starting to find his range. But to be fair, he is facing Simon. And 14 runs have come off this over for Simon. Simon's not happy. I just saw him, his facial expression. And there's every chance this will go for 7 more because Jules won't let up on him, I don't reckon. Here we go. Oh, it's a no ball off the pitch. That's soft bowling, and that's the end of the over. Yeah, so I reckon that's a deliberate ploy. Bowl it out of his reach because 2's a lot better than getting smacked for 7. And he got 1 for 29. So, and that last over went for 16. So maybe 5 no balls off the pitch would have been a better result. Good on you, Simon. Play ball, this is Adam. So Adam will get the bowl again. He'll be looking to bowl every ball to Spud. So let's just see what happens. Yeah, so let's see how Spud handles this. Important over in the game here. Yeah, oh, there we go. So the game's still up for grabs. You sort of sense that the Hooters should do it from here. They're 2 in front with 9 balls to go. But they need, Spud needs to show us that he can get down the other end when he's facing Adam. No, he can't do it again. Fair dinkum. So the spinner to start with, and he didn't lay bat on it. Now the quicker ball, and he didn't lay bat of that. Third ball. Oh, gee, this is definitely Adam's bunny. This is Shane Warne and Daryl Cullerman written all over it. Yeah, he's beaten the bat again. It's out because you stopped. No, the non-striker stopped. So it's out. So you got to come back, Spud. Spud, you're back here, mate. Yeah, non-striker stopped dead in the pitch there after he left the crease. Spud, you're here, mate. You got to come back. Yep. Yeah. When the non-striker left his crease, he completely stopped, and then the ball ricocheted off the keeper. And as soon as the non-striker stops after leaving his crease, ball goes back the other way. That is automatically out, and it goes against the striker in the stats. That's just the rules. I didn't make them up. That's what the rules are, and that's dead set 100% gone. Anyway, that'll be 3. And last ball. I'll be able to check that if anyone wants to check it, probably in the office at some point. I think they may still be able to have the vision in there, hopefully. But it happened at 7:02 p.m. Yeah, that's right, 7:02 p.m. And I'm telling you now that's out on third ball. Right, that'll be 2. Right, so this evens the game up again a little bit. End of the over. Adam 2 for 20. 37 this pair. There's still 2 in front. And we've got 1 over to go. So it's been a rip snorter of a game, whichever way this goes. Play ball. Yep. I'm happy for either team to win. It doesn't really worry me. Oh, that's a bloody good shot. Not out. No, it's good fielding, but it's not gone. And that's as certain as some of the outs that I've been paying. So, and another really bloody good shot by Julian when they needed it from him. Good fielding, but good shot, good running as well by the batsman. He bowls slower ball, he picks it, he hits it well. There's Esky, and they get 3 all of a sudden. They're 10 in front. So they'll be looking to get this, the lead to be more than 10 with 1 ball to go, to take any pressure off the Super Ball. That'll be gone. So he's just moved the foot out of his crease, and he's tried to bring it back, but he hasn't been able to do it before Bailey's stumped him. And that just gives the bowling team a little bit of encouragement. He just needs to block these 2 out. There's no need to run. They've got the skin, they've got the win. He comes out of his crease, he smacks it in the air, and Chris Wallace drops a dolly. Oh, fair dinkum, how has that happened? Last ball, Super Ball. Jules has done a lot of very good things in this game, but that time, seriously, you've got the skin, you've got the win, 2 balls to go, you block them out, you go home. Anyway, he played a shot that was an aggressive shot in the air. He should have been caught. He got away with it. And now last ball, Super Ball, wicket still wins the game. Surely they don't run here. I think they might. It looks like Jules is coming. Oh, he was looking for it, then he says no, and that's the end of the over. Can I grab the ball? Unbelievable scenes here on the WACA. The Hooters get through, and well done to them. But gee whiz, heart in your mouth stuff. Yeah, if you had money in that game on the Hooters, you were a bit worried with 2 balls to go. See you soon. Right, yes, we've got a second game to happen here, and new team, Marino, won the toss. They're going to bowl, and they said they were waiting on a player. It's Anthony, and I was hoping they meant Anthony Campbell, and they did mean Anthony Campbell. So this will be very, very interesting to see how this goes. A brand new team, and Anthony Campbell will be the most experienced player in this team. Looks well dressed again in the national outfit. Yep, so he's virtually going to have to captain the side here. I reckon he wouldn't know him from a bar of soap, I don't reckon. Players ready, come on boys, let's get going. We're going to need to start the game. Yeah, so what are the chances of running this game to time was? 0. But we'll do our best. All of a sudden we need both zips shut down at the back there because, yeah, now we've got someone that wants to get rid of their phone, so they open the net up again. Yeah, we're off to a flyer. All right, so can you tell me who's going to bowl first? What's his name? U-M-E-R? U-M-E-R? A-R. Umar. Right, play ball. Right, we're going to start Umar. So they've got a list of about 6 people on their players list. This bloke's not one of them, so we've had to put him in. We've got a guy doing his shoelace up to start with. It's 7:13, and we might actually start. So here we go. And he comes in the bowl. Geez. Front foot warning there, so just watch your front foot. You've got to be behind the line. So the first ball was a no ball front foot, but they're a brand new team. I'm going to give them a little bit of slack first game, as we often do with new teams. Comes in the bowl, that's better. So behind the line, so it worked by telling him, which is a win. Jake playing for the Sharks here, and they got 3. They'll also have Phil Wakefield, Josh Siddons and Andrew Connell. Come on, Simon. What a lineup. He comes in the bowl. No ball off the pitch. We played that. Where's Anthony fielding? Yeah, deep, long on at the moment for the left-hander. Can't wait to see him bat, actually. The running between wickets with whoever he ends up with. He bowls and hits the leg of Bailey. Fielder comes in. They get a run. Last ball. I explained to the new team that I'm sorry, mate, but we don't have the reviews working at the moment. And Paul Leckie's not here, so he probably isn't going to be here at any stage. Come in. Got to come in. Yeah. And you've got to have 3 in each half. So again, you know, a couple of warnings early on just to help him out. He smacks that. It's going to go for 7. And that'll be the end of the over. So 15 runs coming off the first over. So what's this bloke's name? Who's the next bowler? Yeah, yeah, quick, pick somebody. Anthony Campbell. Yeah, I know Anthony. I know him well. Right, so Anthony Campbell. Let's see how he bowls in this game. Play ball. Yeah, our mate Anthony. Comes in to bowl to Jake. Short, outside off stump. The batsman helps himself to 2. This could be a sense of frustration for Anthony in this game. I've got a feeling. We'll see how it goes. Leg side, so an easy call for me. Anthony comes in the bowl to Bailey Connell, wide. So, yeah, a couple of wides in a row there from Anthony. See if he can get this one online. He does. It's a full toss though, but it's only been hit for 2. Last ball. And Anthony to bowl the last ball of his first over. And the batsman hits it for another 2. So that'll be the end of the over. So they get the 10 runs off that, 2 a ball. They'll be pretty happy with that, no doubt, the Sharks. So what's his name? Yeah, I got that one in the system, so that helps. Yep, thank you. Play ball. So we're working our way through the player names here. It's off the leg, and they'll get one. At least I've got a bit of a team list to work with, but as I said, the first bowler wasn't on that list. Neither was Anthony, but I know how to spell Anthony Campbell, so we're all good. Full toss, he smacks it all the way, and they don't really even try to run him out, and he gets 7. Anthony, all of a sudden we've got 5 people in the back half currently, and the guy there's giving him some advice. Quick, come in. You've got to be in this half of the pitch. So 3 in each half, there we go. And comes in the bowl, so no ball, so too short. And they get a no ball +1. Yeah, the advice given there from the fielder to say to the bowler, just grab the ball and take the stumps and run them out. Bailey does his shoelace, but he's accomplished that. He comes in the bowl, full toss. This one wasn't high, well fielded. Oh gee, that was really good fielding, and would have been gone with a direct hit. Yeah, last ball, pandemonium, as the other fielder there thought they were going to be running too, but they weren't. Comes in the bowl this one, Jake hits it straight, and he misses out on the catch, and they get 1, and that'll be the end of the over. So 39 runs off 3. Yep, there we go. Thank you. Okay, play ball. Bowler comes in, left arm around. Jake hits a full toss on the leg side and picks up 3. Quite a good crowd down here at the moment. We've got a lot of people around on the NCG playing and watching the netball, leg side. And that'll be the same case probably down the back, although I can't get vision of that tonight. Plenty of people around for the cricket as well, so another big night here at Selena Sports in Balcutta. Not out, very nicely fielded. Got a good arm, that bloke. Not out, no. Got a good Anthony's appealing. Yeah, but he probably doesn't know there's no reviews yet, but I'll inform him. It was a good throw anyway, and batsman had made his ground. Here comes in the bowl, this one to Jake. It's wide. Last ball. Simon might make some runs against this attack, we'll see. As he comes in the bowl. And Jake hits side net, back net. Could be caught, he is. They pick up a wicket, there you go. That'll give them a bit of encouragement. And that's the end of the over. So that might be the first wicket of the game, it is. And congratulations there to them picking up their first wicket, Marino. Okay, yep. Okay. Right, now this bloke's got an injury or something, he isn't able to bowl properly, so he is going to be throwing it, but not hard. Play ball. He told me before the game, and he told the other team, no ball off the pitch, so we all know, and it's all okay. So we won't be calling him any no balls for throwing. He's obviously not throwing it hard, and you know, he's injured apparently, so he's not able to bowl with the completely correctly. He throws this one, and yeah, that's in the air, but it lands safely. Gee, Bailey, somewhat lucky on that one. I got 1. As he comes in, bowls, and Jake comes off the toe of the bat. Chance of a run out, it would have been gone. Didn't miss the stumps by very much, and they get through for 2. Last ball. Bowls this one, and Bailey hits his body, and that'll be the end of the over. So they'll swap ends, and yeah, okay. Yeah, Anthony Campbell down the back there having a bit of a joke with the Ant players from the first game. I reckon they'll be looking to stick it to Anthony if he drops a catch or misfields one down there. We'll see, or if he gets hit for 7, play ball. And bowler comes in. Not a bad ball, but it's been smoked. Gee, Jake, how good a shot was that? Right over everybody's head for a 7. Well done. Come in. Wide. 3 bowls. I gave it wide, yeah. comes into bowl this one. And a good ball. And, oh, caught. Yeah, good catch there. Oh, well done by that bloke. Yeah, that's out. So you can come back if you like, Bailey. And that was a bloke that had the good arm that hit the stumps earlier. Yeah, so I think he bowled okay as well, so not a bad player. Bailey hits that well. There's Anthony. Oh, he's fumbled it right in front of the Ants people down the back, and they let him know. Oh, there you go. So Adam and Bailey Britton absolutely pissing themselves laughing as Anthony missed that. Jake hits it in the air, a chance of a catch, he drops it. And they get 2, and it's last ball Super Ball. Around the wicket, comes into bowl to Bailey, and he hits it well, and Anthony's here, well fielded, and I reckon that's just out. And that'll be the end of the over. It's close, but it's gone. They're not working. We can't do the reviews, so you're going to have to live with it. And anyway, that's the way it goes. Close call, I don't mind admitting it. I'm backing myself in, and I'm not going to just give the close ones all in just because I haven't got a review. Still going to make the call that I see as I see it, and in my view that was just out. And I'm sticking with it. Phil Wakefield will be coming out to bat next with Josh Sims. Another one of our favourite blokes down here. The last pair should be come on Simon and Andrew. Handy wicket to pick up on the Super Ball there for Team Merino. G'day Josh, how are you? So same order, same bowler to start with. Is it Umar? Is it Umar again? Same bloke that opened the bowling? Umar, yeah, okay. Play ball. Hopefully they'll stick with the same order, but I might not be that lucky. Anyway, we'll deal with it, whatever we get. No ball. Gee whiz, so there's a short one. He actually apologises to the batsman. There you go. So fair to say that he didn't mean it. Nothing wrong with the bowling the odd short one. I mean, he get pulled for the no ball, but that's okay. Leg side, so we pay that one. Right. Well, the Ants love coming down here for their cricket. They, you know, not only when they're playing, but when they're watching other games while they're having a drink after their game. No ball, front foot, too far over to ignore. I gave you a warning, same bowler in the first over of the game. So after having warned them once, and that one was a long way over, I'm prepared to make that call. Slower ball. Last ball, probably just over the line again, but that time it was a really close one, so they're not going to be overly harsh on the new team. We never are. So I'm not going to pick on every little thing, but we'll call clear-cut no balls and so forth. Again, probably just touched it, but that's still going to be out, and that'll be the end of the over, and that'll be bowled. So we're going to have to change the names around here because I did it. I had the stats on the wrong players. So anyway, I don't even know if that's right, but anyway, that'll do. Anthony Campbell, play ball. All right, so he'll be bowling to Josh Sims, and he comes in. Oh, the bails are off. Need the bails on. Yep. So Anthony realised that, I didn't. And play ball. Anthony comes in to bowl to Josh. And Josh hits it across the line. There's a fielder there. Well fielded there. Good work. So some good signs here in the field for Team Merino. As Anthony comes in to bowl to Phil Wakefield. Out swing, he hits it straight. And yeah, Anthony was hoping someone in the field might do something to back him up there. But he hasn't got Hinchy beside him. I reckon if Hinchy was there, that would have been gone. Hopes he is the same, and many others, but not this case, not in this game. Josh pins the ears back, hits it for 3. Fielder does pretty well, but they get their 3. There we go, somebody's just stirring Anthony up again. It's gone for 10 off 3. Outswinger in the air, drop catch. See, Anthony does well on the field there with the tap. Last ball. Yep, so, Anthony going for a few runs in his 2 overs, but he hasn't really had any support hardly at all in the field, to be fair. So he comes in the bowl here. No ball too high, and that'll be the end of the over. So, yeah, none for 24. Whoever he bats with, I reckon will be run-outs everywhere, probably in the second innings of the game, potentially. Not just when Anthony's batting. Play ball. I've just got this feeling new team. Could be a bit of an issue. Leg side. And that's often the case, to be fair. Most of the new sides that come down here take a while to settle in and pick up the pace of the game and get used to how is the best way to play the game. That's a good ball. Followed Phil. And a dot ball. So he comes in the bowl again. Phil is it on the leg side. Well fielded again by that bloke. And they get 1. Might be Sequib, I've got a feeling, that fielder. Just work our way through the names here and try to get used to who's who. Take me a couple of weeks, but I'll get it. I always do. Anyway, last ball. Comes in the bowl to Phil. Full toss, but it wasn't high. And they'll get 1, and that'll be the end of the over. So, nah. I just said it wasn't high. As soon as you hit it, I said that wasn't high. Anyway, yeah, I don't reckon that was high. Oh. Yeah, I know. Yeah, he does know. Jazz, I reckon this is. Play ball. A no ball off the pitch. Get a no ball +2. Josh, swing and a miss. Yeah. Josh copping it from the ants. He hits it straight. Yeah, that'll be gone. Yeah, so Phil was thinking about and toying with the idea of saving the crease. He sort of stuck with that plan. He left, and Josh was found wanting because he was short when the ball hit the stumps. So run out. Bowls. Phil, well fielded. Oh, the throw comes in and hits the batsman. He'll be okay. Yeah, he's apologising, and we're all good. It's fair enough to throw it because he was out of his crease. Last ball. Throw was just a little bit off, not miles off, because the batter was more or less in the way as he was trying to get back in his crease. No ball off the pitch. End of the over. Right, so 1 for 9 for Ayaz and 23 this pair. Yeah, this will be Sequib. Yes, your mate Chaz playing a game of netball there on the MCG, and then Janae is umpiring. That's her daughter, one of her daughters. Play ball. That's 3. That'll be a wide. Young Mahali would be one of those. And Kiana, who's working behind the counter, taking over Shaz's old job. A wide ball again, too much spin. Wide. The scoreboard's just waiting to catch up here a bit, but we've had 2 wides in a row. It'll come up in a moment. Oh, good piece of bowling. Yeah, that's spun away nicely. Yeah, that wide was from before, not now. No, it was before. Anthony just got... Gee whiz. Anyway, here we go. No, they get 2. Last ball. The wide was earlier. The scoreboard was just catching up. And that's why it took about 3 balls to catch up. So when he bowled a good one and it came up wide, they're all saying, why is that a wide? Anyway, that's the end of the over. So 1 for 12 for Sequib. This will be, how do we pronounce this name? Fateh. Anyway, he'll be bowling. 82 runs on the board, 31 for this pair. We've got 1 over to go and play ball. Bowls now. Phil Wakefield, side net, and 3. Yep, so it was catchable, but it was a pretty tough chance. He bowls to Josh. Josh hits it well. Anthony sticks his leg in the way and makes sure that it's 3 and not 4. So we'll describe that as good fielding. Bowls again, Phil Wakefield. In the air. Oh, well fielded by the bowler there, and that would have been gone with a direct hit. Josh Sims on strike. He bowls a leg side, which is what we pay re-bowl. So, yeah, we'll be re-bowling the wides and the no balls in the last over of a partnership. Comes in the bowl to Josh. In the air, and the bowler tried really hard to scramble his way to be able to catch that, but landed in front of him. So no one's fault, just went the rub of the green, and it's last ball, super ball. Comes in the bowl here. Phil, in the air, could be caught. He takes it one-handed. Oh, the crowd erupts. Oh, the ants are behind them, and the new team gets a bit of support down here, which is great to see, because that's what we want. We want to have a spirited game. And actually, the batsman there congratulating and shaking hands with the bloke that actually took that catch. So that's very sporting and good to see. All right, so they get a wicket on the Super Ball, which is what happened in the first pair. And so they'll be loving the Super Ball rule at the moment. With Marino, they might not like it as much when they're batting, but we'll find out in due course. Play ball, be Umar. Going to be bowling to 2 of my favourite people down here, Andrew Connell and the Come On Simon. He bowls and he gets a bit of an inside edge. He gets off the mark with a single. Yeah. See how Simon goes here. Comes in the bowl. Simon hits it well. It's Anthony. Oh, he's got him. Oh, your beauties. Come on, Simon. Almost barracking for Anthony there. That'll be a first. Anyway, come on, Simon, run out for a golden duck, and the crowd loves that. Yep, myself included. I'm becoming part of this crowd pretty quickly, along with the ants. Anyway, he comes in the bowl this one to Andrew, and they get two for that shot. Currently, Simon on -5. Faces up. Oh, he smacks it for 7, so a good comeback by Simon. He takes the catch. Hopefully they'll realise. I think the bowler thought that might be out last ball, but the rest of the players have let him know that it's not, which it isn't. So comes in the bowl this one to Andrew. Yeah, and leg side, and that's the end of the over. Right, so end of the over. Umar's got 2 for 25. And Anthony Campbell will be bowling next to Come On Simon. Play. He bowls. Simon hits it top net. Oh, he's caught. Come back, Simon. Out again. So, yeah, Anthony Campbell picks up another wicket. Simon's faced 3 deliveries so far, and he's been out twice, and he's hit a 7 off the other one. As he's on strike to Anthony here, and Simon goes for another 7, and that's what he gets. Oh, geez. I really do not know at all what I should want to be wishing or barracking for when Anthony comes in the bowl to Simon. I'm almost happy either way, wicket or 7. That's wide. Can't help myself. I'm a bit of a cynic, but that's okay. I am what I am. This is Anthony coming into bowl to Anthony. And he hits Andrew, that's right. Yeah, Anthony bowling to Anthony. No, it's still not right. It's Anthony bowling to Andrew. It's gone for 5. Anyway, a bit of a tongue twister for me as last ball comes in the bowl to Simon. And that'll be 2. End of the over. Don't fumble with me words all that often, but I'm surprised it doesn't happen a bit more often than it does actually. It happens occasionally. the amount of commentating that I'm doing. I don't spray the words too badly most of the time. Right, play ball. And he throws it to Simon, who gets an edge. Oh, it's going to land safely, you lucky bastard, as they say in The Life of Brian. Another cracking movie that was too, just quietly. You can always look on the bright side of life. Anyway, that'll be nothing. So Andrew, he's a bit bemused by what happened on that occasion. Comes in to bowl this one. And leg side, so we will give him that. Yeah. 105 on the board. Hits that well. Chance of a run out. He fumbled it at the critical moment. And they get 2. Hasn't escalated out to beyond control. 107's a decent score. We've still got 3 overs to go. He bowls to Simon, who hits it on the leg side. The throw comes in. He would have been gone. He was watching the ball, and that's the end of the over. So maybe just run, but he struck end of the over, boys. Simon does really struggle to get those legs pumping. Those short little stumpy legs that he has. Yeah, we're going to have a bowler coming in here. This will be Uzair, I reckon. Uzair? Has to be. Yep, so he'll be coming in to bowl to Simon. Play ball. He bowls, leg side, and I'll get an extra 1, which they probably a no ball. Would have been a better call there. Anyway, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other as he comes in to bowl this to Andrew, and that'll be nothing again for Andrew. And throw hits the stumps. Saves a few extra seconds off the clock. We haven't actually done as bad as I thought we might. It's taken around about 25 minutes to get this far, and there's 2.5 overs to go, so it's not going to be too far away from the 30 minutes that we allow. We dragged the chain a bit to get started, but once we got started, I've got through these overs a hell of a lot quicker than I thought we might be the case, which is good. Simon, there's a fielder there, and they get through for 1. Last ball. Andrew Connell. And beats the bat, and that'll be the end of the over. 2 overs to go. Yep, 2 left, that's right. Yes, Sequib and Fateh, they're the 2 bowlers that are left. Looks like Sequib will be who's going to bowl this one. Play ball. 114, 2 overs to go. Comes in the bowl to Simon. Simon tucks it away on the leg side and comfortably scores 2. As he comes in around the wicket this time to bowl to Andrew, lets it go, and it's a wide. So letting the ball go there was the right decision. Comes in to bowl this one to Andrew. Another wide, so happy days for the batsman. Fridge light did get turned off at some point. Didn't actually notice when. No ball off the pitch, so easy runs. Last ball. And he bowls, and it's out of his crease, hits him in the leg. They'll get 1, and that's the end of the over. So 1 over to go in the innings. Fateh to do the bowling. Play ball. So he comes in to bowl right arm over the wicket to Andrew Connell. And he hits it straight. Anthony Campbell's there. Would have been in. There's a ping at the stumps. Doesn't hit him. Rolls this one. Circumspect shot there by Simon. They only get another 1. As he comes in the bowl to Andrew. Full toss is out of his crease. It wasn't high anyway. They do get 2. So the bowler comes into bowl to Simon. And Simon plays it nicely on the offside, and they get 2 more. And it's last ball Super Ball, worth double. Now they've got a wicket on the Super Ball in the first 2 partnerships here, Marino. Can they do it 3 out of 3? He bowls, hits it to the fielder, not out, over. Can I grab the ball, please? Not out, no. Can I grab the ball? Yeah. Yeah, they put their hands up and go, yeah, you're right. Can I grab the ball, please? Just throw the ball down here. Just throw it. Throw the ball down here. The ball. Jesus. Can I have the ball, please? The ball. Yeah, chuck it down here. Yeah, they're going to bring it to me. There you go. All good. Yeah, we sorted that out. First game for this team, so took a bit of coaxing to get the ball from them, but we managed to get it. Anyway, but now that we've done it once, it'll probably be all right in weeks to come. Right, 129, decent score. I thought it could have been potentially a bit more, so I reckon Marino didn't do too bad there. We'll see how they bat. We're going to have Anthony Campbell coming out to open the innings, which is going to be exciting. And yeah, I really want to be keeping an eye on the running between wickets in this innings particularly. Haven't seen these guys bat before, or run between wickets before. And I reckon he's batting with, I reckon it might be the bloke that opened the bowling. So it might be Yuma. I think that's the right bloke. Yuma? Yeah, that's him. All right, Anthony's going to take the first pill, and we'll see how we go. Play ball. We're ready for some expert commentary. We'll call it that. He comes in the bowl. Anthony goes for the big shot, hits it in the air, it lands safely. They do run no problems at all to get there too. Phil bowls to Yuma, and he hits it well. Gee, full toss. Thanks for coming. He didn't want to run. I think he might have been one of these blokes that thought, if you hit it for 7, you don't need. Yeah, I know he was admiring the shot. It was a good one. It was a full toss. Anyway, he gets off the mark with a 7. First ball he's ever faced down here at Seamer Sports. Anthony! Oh, Simon, what are you doing, my friend? Gee whiz, it was a powder puff sort of a shot, really. It was straight to him. It wasn't hit all that hard. And gee whiz, he should have taken that, but he didn't. And everyone down here got to see that, so we'll make fun of it. Fair enough. That's a nice piece of batting too. Last ball. Yeah. So far so good for these 2 batters as far as the running between the wickets and also the score line. Although they should have got that other wicket surely. That's a nice shot by Anthony. They get 2. They come out with 14, end of the over. So that's a gold start really for Team Marino. Oh, it doesn't matter. Oh, your name is that's because I can't see because I'm short-sighted. Play ball. And so when I typed Anthony's name in, I left the H out, and I actually didn't even know. Wide, and that's as I said because I don't read the scorecard all that well because I wear contact lenses. So it doesn't affect me decision making. I can see a fair distance away from me. It's up close that it causes a little bit of an issue. Reading or so forth. Anyway, Jake comes in to bowl, and that'll be hit for 2, and that's what we pay. Jeez, Anthony, didn't need to do that. Comes in the bowl, he's out of his crease. Wide, he gets, no, not out, he got back, last ball. this one to Anthony. And Anthony plays it nicely on the offside. And they get 2. That'll be the end of the over. We better sort out Anthony's name. Otherwise it'll be a tragedy. Let's put Anthony C. Alright, this is our mate Andrew who's going to be bowling next, so we'll put him in. Play ball. So he's going to be bowling right arm around the wicket to Anthony Campbell. Well, you're out of your crease. Oh, wow, you're out of your crease initially. Wow. He bowls and beats the bat. Third ball. Andrew comes in to bowl to Anthony, and that'll be Phil Wakefield. That was well fielded, and they get 3 for 1. Andrew bowls to Umar, hits it nicely on the offside, and they get 2. He's not sliding his bat, but it probably doesn't matter as long as they get to make their ground, which he's doing currently. Yeah, so no wickets yet. So good start by these 2 batters. Andrew bowls to Anthony, hits it well. Full toss out as a token gesture of an effort by Simon. End of the over. Doesn't actually even get a hand on that. It's hit more or less straight at him, and went 3 for 5. So yeah, more runs. Now Josh Sims. Play ball. Full toss, drop catch, but we're not going to pick on him because it was a good effort to stop it, and it goes for 3. This one, in swinger, nicely played by Umar. They pick up 2. As Josh comes in to bowl to Anthony Campbell. It's our leg side, which we pay. Leg side, last ball. Josh bowls to Anthony, slower ball, hits it, and that'll be the end of the over. So he's out caught, only just carried. You can stay, end of the over. All right, come on Simon. Play ball. See how he goes here. Comes in the bowl. And the batsman hits it in the air. And Phil Wakefield, yes, on the second attempt, manages to hang on to the catch. And Simon picks up a wicket on the first ball that he's bowled in this game. He'll be happy. Bowls to Anthony. Anthony, that's gone. Yeah, that's out. So out stumped, try to get back, didn't quite make it. I haven't got reviews. Oh, I don't know. If you know how to do it, you can do it. Yeah. Play. Oh, that's out bowled. So out twice in 2 balls, and there's been 3 wickets in a row here. Simon's got a hat trick. Oh, gee whiz, say. So come on, Simon. The crowd get livened up by the fact that Simon's taken 3 wickets in a row. Comes in the the bowl to Anthony again. And in the air, lands safely. Oh, geez, would have been tight. That's 3 last ball. Anyway, we've got 1 ball to go in the over. As Simon comes in the bowl to Umar, full toss out of his crease. And that'll be 2. End of the over. Yep, so that's the end of that. 5 overs done. Come on, Simon, 3 for -10. Geez, somebody please explain to me how on earth we let something like that happen. But we have. And 26 runs is the total. We've got 1 over to go. Bailey Connell will be bowling it. And we'll see what happens. Right. Some of the Kai Sherples here from the Reaper Babies. Play ball. Bailey bowls. Batsman hits it for 1. Around the wicket is Bailey. Bowls to Anthony. And it's a good ball. It's an in-swing and it beats the bat and it's clean ripped him. Oh, jeez. Yeah, it did. Yeah, it was a good ball. Anthony just saying that it swung late. Bailey comes in the bowl this one to Anthony. He swung in again and it could be caught. Oh, Simon, you had an opportunity, you blew it. And they get 4. Happy days for Anthony. As Bailey comes into Umar, no ball, front foot. And they get back, so not out, re-bowl. Called a couple of front foot noes in the first innings, so we'll do the same here if they're there to call. And Bailey is one of those bowlers that's renowned for bowling the odd front foot noe. That's okay. Nicely driven. There's Simon. No, not out. So last ball, super ball. And it was well fielded down the back there by Simon. Also good running, I reckon, by the batsman. Shot was quite decent as well. Last ball, super ball. Anthony batting a fair way out of his crease. And tucks it away. They'll get 4. And that'll be the end of the over. So it didn't go too badly for the batting team there. They come out with 33. Both batters are doing a reasonably good job. 17 and 16 respectively. Alright. Work out who these batters are. Ayaz is one of them. And I reckon the other one might be Umar. So that's what I'm going with. Where is it? Use it. That one? Yep. Yes. Yeah, 2. Yeah. Yep, use there. So that's the other batsman. Right. So play ball. Batsman just asking me there if is it a necessity to wear batting gloves, and I said yes, it is. 2 of them, please. And he has. Anyway, we start. Oh, that's out. So he's one of those blokes who's going to be out first ball. So Golden Duck, and that's the first ball that Ayaz has faced in his lifetime down here at SEMA Sports. And he'll want to forget that one because he got out. Didn't work out too well for him. I reckon that's LBW in an outdoor game, but it won't be in this one. Full toss, it wasn't high, but he's going to be caught. You've got to come back, swap back. Hey, Kai, do you know who won the Big Bash game? Thank you. I think it would have been Hobart, but I wasn't sure. They were looking pretty good when I saw the score. That's who I tipped last ball. I tipped the Hobart Hurricanes in the cricket tipping. They did, yeah. They got up. Yep, so there you go. Good ball, and that's the end of the over. So swap ends. Oh well, we're still alive and kicking in this Big Bash tipping competition. It'll be 3rd ball. Yeah, we've managed to get last night's game and tonight's game tipped correctly. 3rd ball, play ball. So I think 6 more games to go. And I'm going to be hanging on to the the results of those 6 games quite intently. Anyone want to give me a bit of advice for tomorrow night's game, because I really do not have a clue tomorrow night. That's out court. You can cross back again. Yep. So cross back. Yep. So I think tomorrow night at the moment, Sportsbet have got the Adelaide team at $1.95, and the Heat probably too high. The Heat are on $1.85, so it's a real even money bet. And at the moment, I actually have no opinion. I've been tipping really well in the Big Bash. And tomorrow night's game worries me. Third ball, last ball. It'll be a good game to be washed out, I reckon. I'm hoping there's no game tomorrow and it gets washed out and everyone gets the point, because I'm very worried about which team I'm going to tip. End of the over. Yep. I reckon I've got swap ends, boys. Swap ends. Yeah. I reckon I've got about 16 out of the last 18 games right. I only got 2 wrong. And tomorrow night's game is a game that I'm really wrestling with. Play ball. That'll be out court, so I can cross back. And I can see myself finalising my tip tomorrow night 15 minutes before the game starts. I might even check the weather and maybe even who wins the toss. But a lot of games won with the team batting second, chasing the score. I'm still a lot more confident normally to back a team batting. I reckon runs on the board I'm still pretty happy with, but of course it needs to be quite a lot of runs. Yeah. Third ball. Yep. The Adelaide Strikers, they're one of the 2 games I got wrong out of those last 18 games, actually, their last win, where they scored 251. I never saw that coming. And I don't know whether they can do it again or whether it's a one-off last ball. They've got the home crowd advantage tomorrow night. Both sides could potentially still make the finals, so they've both got something to play for. No ball off the pitch, and that'll be the end of the over. Yeah, the other 2 people that are... it'd be nice if all the other tipsters that are within a couple of me in that competition could let me know who they're going to tip. But it's not like that. You've got no way of knowing until who wins it at the end. They give you a round-by-round leaderboard, but they don't update it game by game, which is probably fair enough. Play ball. But it'd be nice to know. But they're all thinking the same, probably. Anyway, that'll be 3. Yep. As Andrew comes in to bowl this, he hits it well in the air though. Phil Wakefield can't catch it and they get 3. Yeah, so the Big Bash tipping competition, and there's a few thousand people in that competition. And before this last round, I was joint leader. I was actually technically 3rd on percentage, count back on number of 6s that I hit in the first game of the round. I was just a little bit off. 7 runs there. So I'll need to win outright. I've ended up, I was equal with the leader, but technically 3rd. And there was only 3 of us on the same number of wins before this round began, 25. And there's about 8 or 9 people, 4 runs there last ball, 8 or 9 people that were 1 behind me, and a shitload of people that are 2 behind me or more. And as I say, I've got the first 2 games right. I'm hoping that the other 2 people that were joint leader with me didn't pick the Thunder last ball. That's the end of the over. So I took what I thought was a bit of a gutsy tip last night. I took the Thunder. They were $2.30 versus $1.60, so they were the underdogs significantly. Took the plunge, had a go, and thought, bugger it, I'm going to go with that. Play ball. Come on, Simon. And so I'm hoping, but I don't know, that the other 2 went the scorchers. And if that was the case, then I would currently be leading the competition with 6 games to go. But I'm not going to know that. I could potentially get 8 out of 8 and still not win, because one of those other 2 blokes might get 8 as well. And so I'm not going to know for sure until the end. neither will anyone else. That'll be 2. It hit the stumps, but the bail didn't come off. Yeah, so we might have to wait until I think Sunday night might be the last game of the round. It's going to be the Stars playing the Hobart Hurricanes. And the Stars have been very good to me. I've tipped them the last 3 times. And they've got up for me. 4 runs there. And, you know, if it comes down to that last game, the Stars are probably, I actually think the Hobart Hurricanes are the team to beat in the competition. I've also tipped them a lot. And it's going to be very hard to know what to do in that last game as well. 1 run last ball, because potentially the Stars will have to win to make it, and the Hurricanes will probably want to win to get home ground advantage. So, you know, my head at 3 runs into the over, my head will tell me that I think the Hurricanes would be who I possibly should tip, but gee whiz, I'm going to find it hard to go against the Stars. What do you do with the last Scorchers game? They can't make the finals now. Play ball. I don't think they can. Not every result would have to go their way. A leg side, 3 bowl, and they'd have to win. And if they're playing their last game against someone that could still potentially make it, which could be the Adelaide Strikers actually, I've got a feeling it might be them that they're playing. You know, will they be able to play a good last game, or will they feel like, you know, they've lost a bit of energy because, you know, they're not going to make it this time. Yep, anyway, the fact remains that there's 6 games to go, and I've got to make a decision on all 6 of them. And certainly by no stretch am I counting on winning this competition, but I'm hoping to. If I do, you'll all know, because they'll be able to hear me. I'll make plenty of noise when that happens, if it does. Right, so Bailey Connell comes in the bowl here. Rolls to Umair. Hits it in the air for 2. And there's 1 ball remaining super ball. Cruz is here. I wonder if he can sort out after this game how to get these reviews working. Because at the moment they're not. Not the same without the reviews, but we manage. Put bold in there, I didn't mean to. An edge. That'll be the end of the over. Right, so 56 runs on the board. 2 batters to still come in. Yes. Yep, these 2 blokes, Sequib and Fateh. Yeah, so anyway, exciting stuff with the Big Bash. Love the Big Bash competition in general. Never really done all that well on the tipping before. This is the first time I've, you know, showing up really. Had a shocking year on the tip with the AFL the last 3 years, but was in contention leading up to the last 2 rounds the year before that. And there's 50,000 people in that comp, so, you know, we have our moments. Always looking for the miracle, I am. Yep. A small investment, or in this case no investment, for the maximum return. That's what it's all about. Don't like to take too many big risks when it comes to punting or anything like that. Play ball. It's not worth it. Takes the fun out of it. Not if you win, but you don't. So that's the point. That'll be run out. So that bloke's out for the first ball he's faced. That's a golden duck for Batay. And they're going to have a consultation. No, you don't, oh jeez. You don't normally swap ends, but I'll let it go this time because I don't want to hold up the game any further. Yeah, but you don't swap ends just because you're out, run out. It wasn't the end of the over, it's the first ball. It's straight and they don't run. That's probably a good move. He bowls this one. And that's Andrew. This will be out. And I wonder who's going to come down this end again. It'll be the same bloke, I think. No, the other guy might come and have a go. In this case, you're about level, so you can do what you want. I don't care. Phil. And smacks it into the side net and the back net. And what is Simon doing there? Yeah, acting like a bit of a fool. Looked like a fool anyway, but a bit of a dive and a fall to the ground. Never going to catch it. Last ball. He kicks that out, and I'll get 2. And that'll be the end of the over. Yeah, so... Jake, play ball. Anyway, he runs into the ball there, but it was right in front of him. We won't be picking from that. Anyway, any advice anyone wants to throw my way to tomorrow night's game, I'm all ears, because I find myself in a position where I really don't know. I'm not at all confident. I actually feel like I'm due to get one wrong, and I'm sort of have a bit of a negative feeling. I can't help it. That whichever way I go tomorrow night, it'll be the wrong way. Anyway, I hope that's not the case, but yeah, I haven't felt that way. I've made a lot of late changes in the whole tournament, and nearly every change I've made has paid off. 1 run last ball. But tomorrow night, I'm just yeah. I just do not have a strong opinion either way. Smacks it. 4 runs, and that'll be the end of the over. Yeah. And here's a tip for you for tomorrow night in that game, given that I'm going to have a fair bit riding on it. I reckon we might have our first super over tomorrow night, so there you go. Get on that if you're allowed to have if you can bet on that. I don't know if you can, but I'm tipping a tie and a super over to finish the game, which is just what the nerves will need. Play ball, given that there'll be, as I say, a fair bit riding on it. Leg side. And even if I was to get tomorrow night's tip wrong, it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm done and dusted in the comp. As I said, I was joint leader. I got 2. And 2 out of 2 so far. And I reckon there's a fair chance that most people went to Scorchers last night. But as I said, a draw is no good for me in this comp. I need to win it. Now that'll be out, so I pay it. And end of it, yeah, it's definitely out. The batsman looks like he's not sure, not happy, doesn't agree. That's going to have absolutely no bearing on the decision because it was gone. Can't do the reviews at the moment. That'll be dropped by Josh. I was going to say caught, but it's not. He spilt it. I get 1. Just imagine if tomorrow night's game did come down to a sleeper over. That'd be a good big prediction. Anyway, if you can bet on that, you probably get pretty good odds. Last ball. If there is a way of getting $1 on that, I'm prepared to have a crack at it. I'd want. Well, you probably should be 100 to 1, but I'll take 50s. Just for fun. That'll be 2, and that'll be the end of the over. Yep, much chance of that happening as there is in the draw in the AFL. And we all know I love the draw in the AFL. Happened 3 times last year. I didn't bet on it every single game, but I did hit most of them. I would have been ahead of the game in terms of my bets on the draw last year. Would have got back $153. I probably outlaid about 112. Yeah, I didn't do every game, but I did a fair few of them. Play ball. At least I got the 3 that came up. I've had years before where I've actually, done the draw in many games and not done it in a couple of games when it actually has been a draw. And that's a little bit deflating when that happens. But that's punting. These things happen. Round the wicket, this will be Andrew. And he bowls, it's wide, and we pay that. We've got 2 more good games of cricket to look forward to after this. Reaper Babies and the Oddballs will be next. And see you next Tuesday. And the Stingrays to finish with on the line. So it is a wide, but only just. Happy to give the batting team the call there. Last ball. It's been a reasonable performance by the new team. Certainly hasn't been no disgrace. I mean, be able to quite get the job done, but seen a lot of newer sides struggle a lot more than they have, and that's the end of the over. So it's not a bad start for their first game down here, I don't reckon. They've shown some decent signs with bat and ball and in the field. And that's good. Good for the comp. We might have 10 teams now. I think the dynamic duo might play a few games. Play ball, I heard a rumour that was the case. And Dead Rock's team. So that will give us 10. And third ball, if we can get 10 teams on a Tuesday comp at the moment, that'll be absolute gold, especially in summer. In fact, the place is booming at the moment. We've got plenty of teams every night. I'm getting me full complement. 4 games a night, 4 nights a week. I'm a happy man. And if I'm a happy man like that for that reason, then the owners of the establishment are also happy because that's what you need, that's what you want. And that's going to not be taken, and they get 1. Yeah, it could be a big year down here for everybody actually. If we can, as the winter comp's usually even bigger. And if we're doing this well in summer, touch wood, we might end up with pretty close to the 16 games a week for the whole 50 weeks of the year. Wouldn't that be amazing? It's been a long time since anything like that's happened. We still get plenty of games, don't get me wrong, but it's a long time since we've had that. No ball off the pitch. Back in the day, it used to be all the time. And that'll be the end of the over. Yeah, first, gee whiz, 20 years plus, got me 4 games a night every night without fail, no matter where I was working. It was mostly here, but it wasn't all here. Even started in the beginning with doing 4 games on a Friday night before I was boring dancing. Play ball. So I used to do 20 games a week when I first started. Mightn't have been exactly when I first started, but it would have been within the first few months of starting. I worked at a couple of centres, Boundary Indoor Cricket in Osborne Park, 6-a-side, and a place called the Coliseum. I wonder if anyone knows of that place. If Bats was going to do his shoelace up, I'll just keep telling you my what I've achieved. Yeah, the Coliseum was another indoor cricket centre in Balcatta actually, back in the day. And used to work there on a Friday night, and then at some stage I ended up doing Sundays as well occasionally. Some Super League back in the day, so yeah, had some weeks where I was doing 24 games of cricket in the early stages. That's a wide 3 bowl. So we've had plenty of practice was. Still make mistakes, that's a good ball. That wasn't a mistake, that was the right ball. Practice makes perfect, but it doesn't because, as I said, I still make some mistakes. No ball off the pitch. Bailey comes in the bowl. Leg side, gee whiz, good on you, Bailey. We're just, been 3 wides or no balls in this over, and it's the last over of the game. Unlimited re-bowls. Shit, that's another no ball off the pitch. Unbelievable, son. It's almost like he's going out of his way to delay the inevitable. They need 41 to win. I'm starting to think about it because we're getting a shitload of wides and no balls. There isn't one. Phil Wakefield's there. He goes this end. Yeah, I reckon he's just made it. And there's 2 balls to go. Throw took a long time to get here. It was pretty close. Stay here. Don't go anywhere. Yep. Last thing I need is for you guys to have a mid-wicket conference when you can't win from here. In the last over, he comes in the bowl. And he hits it in the air, but it's safe. They'll get 3. And it's last ball, super ball. And he bowls. And it's good. And that's the end of the over. Can I grab the ball, Jake, please? And that's the end of the game, thank you. Not a bad game at all. We had 2 pretty good games to start with. Thanks, mate. Yep, that's good. We'll be back soon because we're only halfway through the night. Don't go anywhere. Thanks, boys. Rightio, good news, and yeah, technology not my friend often, but the reviews usually work out well for me. Anyway, we haven't had any reviews in the first two games because it wasn't working. No one knew how to do it. Cruz has walked in and done it in 5 seconds, and it was easy. So anyway, the good news is that we are going to have reviews in these last 2 games. We'll see how we go. Anyway, the toss was won by the Oddballs. They're going to bat first. Chris will be opening the batting with Reese, I reckon that is. Had a couple of good games to start with. No reason why the next 2 won't be just as good. Kai Sherple, he'll be bowling. And Reese might have forgot his box, I'm tipping, because he's going out of the court. Maybe he's going to change his bat. Yeah, that's what he's doing. So he just didn't like the feel of the other one. But he's hopefully picked out a winner, and we'll see how he goes. Play ball. Off we go at 8:24 p.m. Kai bowls. Chris hits it in front of him, and they'll get 1. Kai comes in the bowl to Reese. Wide ball, so it wouldn't have mattered which bat he picked out then. Didn't need to play a shot. Gets the guaranteed 2. Comes in the bowl. It's a nice shot. And 2 more. So Kai comes into bowl to Chris. It's a wide ball. And last ball coming up. He bowls this one, and he gets an inside edge through to the back net, and they get 1, and that'll be the end of the over. So 8 runs to start off with. And, so keep our eyes open here to see who's going to be bowling. It might be our mate Pete Dennison. Yeah, Reba Babies wishing me Happy New Year. I reciprocate. Play ball. I would have seen them last week, but a couple of blokes that might have missed me last week mentioned it tonight. Wide. Pete Dennison coming in the bowl to Chris. And Chris hits it on the leg side, and they'll get through for 2. I don't think Ben is here tonight. Usually plays for the Oddballs. G'day Ben, if you're watching. 2 runs there. It could be. Could be any number of people tuning in at the moment. Hopefully there is. Always nice to have an audience if you're going to commentate. Leg side. Last ball. The YouTube wouldn't be the success that it is without viewers. So we are grateful for those that tune in. Now Pete comes in the bowl to Chris. Plays a nice shot on the offside. That'll be an easy 2, and that'll be the end of the over. So 10 runs coming from that. Good start for the Oddballs. Damien Vandermeer is going to be bowling next. Netball still going strong here tonight. Games both on the MCG and Bay 13 at the moment currently. And play ball. Yeah, Damien's got the cap on reverse, back to front. Oh gee, I reckon that would have been gone with a direct hit, but it just missed the stumps and they got through for a single. Plenty of air, full toss. He used the feet nicely and managed to whack it all the way to the back net for 7. So nice result there for Reese. So Damien comes in to bowl this one, and Chris tries to play a similar shot, but doesn't sort of hit it as well. Still picked up 3 though. Yeah, miss hits are usually going to work out okay a lot of the time in a 6-a-side game with all the gaps in the field. No ball off the pitch, and it's last ball coming up. He bowls, and they'll get 2, and that'll be the end of the over. Yeah, I don't really know why the reviews didn't work for the first couple of games, really. I mean, I don't know what would have changed between the end of last night and the beginning of tonight, because you know, we just turned it off like we normally do, and it was turned on like it normally is, and yeah, but Cruz managed to sort it out in about 5 seconds, he said. So yeah, play ball. John Layden, he bowls. His batsman hits it well. Would have been run out though, but he missed, and they pick up 2. 8:29 p.m. at the moment. It's a nice shot by Chris, and I won't be able to stop that. It'll be 2. This is a very good start and positive start here by the odd balls. So John comes in to bowl this one, and the batsman hits it in front of him, and they will pick up another single. Straight, and that would have been gone as well, but they still don't hit the stumps. Last ball. Yeah, no wickets lost at all yet, but there's been 2 or 3 opportunities. 2 in this over. Comes in the bowl this one, and tucks it away nicely for 1, and that'll be the end of the over. Yeah, John Layden here, his daughter on the sidelines there watching. Sean Fuller. Great physio that he is. Right, play ball. So Sean comes in the bowl here to Reese, and yeah, plays that nicely again. Placement the key. 2 more. Comes in the bowl this one. Chris leaves his crease, hits it in the air, it lands just in front of Daniel. He's a little bit fortunate the batsman get away with that one. But nevertheless, it's 3 runs. Scoreboard ticking over nicely for the odd balls so far in this game. Comes in the bowl this one. Wide, so it's on the line at best. Did come back a little bit, but not enough. Yeah, definite wide. For the Zippy, I'd tell you. That'll be 2, and there's 1 to come. Sean Fuller, last ball of his over, 5th over of the game. Comes in the bowl to Chris, and he uses his feet to get to the ball, and hits it for 2 on the leg side, and that'll be the end of the over. So, 51 runs on the board. Adam Song has just rocked up, so he's going to be the other player, probably the Ben replacement, I reckon. Tonight. Hopefully everything's good with Ben. And Daniel Van der Meer bowls the last over frequently for his team. Play ball. He'll be looking to get a couple of wickets here for his team, I suggest. Anyway, they hit that one for 2. Nice shot. Daniel. Leg side on the line again. Re-bowl. Daniel bowls. Reese hits a nice drive, and 2 more to the total. Shaz watching the game of netball there on the MCGs from the sidelines. Said, "How you going, Woz?" as I walked past during the end of the last game. I said, "I'm good, Shaz. How are you?" She's good. We're all good. Life is good. Not just on Thursday nights for 4+2. Daniel, nice shot again, 2 more. And his last ball Super Ball, they're getting 5 runs here for a free beverage for both batters. So will they get it? Will they try? He does try. He does. I think they'll get it. Not out. It won't be out. It'll be 6, and that'll be the end of the over. I don't think they're going to challenge that. And the batsman ran it hard and made sure of the fact of getting in there because, as I said, he would have been aware that 65 plus for a partnership in a six-a-side game entitles both batters to a free drink. And they'll be going to the bar pretty quickly, I reckon, to go and pick that up, as you should do. Wickus and AK will be the two batters, which will leave us with Josh Kendall and our mate Adam Song, who have played plenty of times over the years on a Monday night. Play ball. Kai Sherpel. That's Bowling Stones, of course, their team. Not playing during the winter comp, but of the summer comp. Not playing during the summer comp, but you know, they've been around for a long time as well. That team, with a bunch of blokes. I'd imagine they'll be back for the winter season. Hope they are. Kai, good outswinger. AK didn't really move his feet. Just sort of poked the bat at it and wasn't able to make contact. Kai Sherpel hit in the air, and John Layden is there, but they'll get a couple. We've got 69 runs on the board. Still haven't got a wicket yet, the Weeper babies. In the air, and it's going to land safe. I think it was only one last ball. But to Paul Nolan, if you're watching, he could be. Not here tonight, but might be watching on YouTube. John Swindles is another, springs to mind. G'day, mate. That's a dot ball, end of the over. We welcome all viewers, so hello to everybody that's actually watching. Yeah. It's probably somewhere between 3,500 and 5,200 currently watching, I reckon. We get a lot of people watching. Imagine if that was the case. Yeah, it's not that many. In your dreams was. Anyway, Pete Dennison, play ball. Round the wicket. Leg side, we pay it. I've probably told 3,000 people that it's happening. You can tune in if you want. Across family, friends, acquaintances, leg side, people through my dance studio and so forth. People I run into at the Whitford Shopping Centre. I was there again today, going from the traditional 2-hour walk that I do almost every day of the week. 7 runs there, good shots. Actually broke the routine, which I don't often do. On Sunday, went for a walk, old school, did 3 laps of Camberwarra Drive and went for the outside walk instead of the inside one of the shots. 4 runs there last ball. Used to do that quite a lot when I first started walking. Took me 2 hours and 9 minutes to walk 3 laps of Camberwarra Drive and home again. That's 1 run into the over. And I can tell you now that that's around about 11.5 kilometres. I've actually had somebody measure it for me. Somebody that I knew got in their car and drove a whole lap of Camberwarra and said it's virtually 3.5 k's for a lap. So 3 laps is 10.5 k's, and so maybe not quite 11.5 because I've got to walk from home to get to Camberwarra, and it wouldn't be a kilometre, but might be enough to get it up to 11 k's. Play ball. But anyway, that's roughly what it is. Reminds me of Shieldsy, actually. Brian Shields, that's the forgotten name of indoor cricket. Haven't seen him for ages. When I was often doing those laps of Camberwarra Drive, he was doing them too at the same time, believe it or not, but he was running. And I reckon he was running 3 laps of Camberwarra in about 40 minutes. he was passing me about 3 times during the whole experience, so that must be about right. Yeah, so 7 runs there. Yeah, so I won't be keeping up with him. I never would be able to, so I won't pretend that I can. Yeah, he just kept waving me by as as he passed me. Basically doing 2 laps to 1, or probably even more than that, really. Just in, I reckon, end of the over. It was on the pitch. It went straight, and I was happy. Yeah, it was. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it was really a line ball call, and the batsman's right. He's not complaining. He's just saying, "Gee whiz, that was close," and it was. Play ball. John Layden is coming in the bowl. That's out. So AK, clean bowled, son. Yeah. The bowls have been skittled. That might have been the first wicket. I think it was. There we go. Been just chirping away here, and all of a sudden they pick up their first wicket of the game. Right. One can quite often bring a few. Once you get started, you can get on a roll, and the Reaper Babies will be looking for that to happen, but the oddballs won't want that. Funny that. Over the wicket, John comes in to bowl to Wickers. Leg side, it's a clear-cut one. John, leg side again. Last ball. It's 22 degrees, 20 degrees at the moment actually, there you go. 20 degrees, still can't read the small screen, small print on the laptop, but I can see it on the bigger screen. I get one, and that'll be the end of the over. It's always the best idea when you're umpiring and commentating to confess the fact that you actually are short-sighted and you wear contact lenses. Probably be a few people out there that have experienced my umpiring over the years and thought it doesn't surprise me at all to hear that you've got some sort of visual impairment. Play more. Anyway, it's all good. Three runs. People out there going, yep, I told you he couldn't see. Anyway, Sean bowls this one, and it beats the bat, so they don't get any runs. What happened there? Wickers has gone to ground. I didn't actually see how that happened. He must have collided with Kai somehow. Wasn't actually watching that, I was watching the ball. It won't be out, the batsman's got back in his crease. And it's third ball coming up here, third ball. Third ball situation in the Hooters game, and they didn't know why I gave it out. None of them did. Non-striker stopped completely after leaving the crease, and Jules is the guy we gave out. The Jules that's been filling in for the Hooters, and it'll be out because it's third ball and you didn't run. So what can I do? Yep. So we knew it was third ball, and I reckon Wickers knew it. Came up on the scoreboard, and I called it. And he didn't move. In fact, he went back the other way. So, yeah, doubly gone. Yeah, gave Jules out anyway on third ball. He could never heard of that rule, I reckon, in terms of how it operated. That's the end of the over, 2 runs. So when I gave him out for just stopping dead in his tracks, end of the over, boys. When he was the non-striker on third ball and the batsman missed it, and I just automatically gave it out. And, you know, he's a good player, Jules. He seems to know a fair bit about the game, but he didn't know about that. And he reckons that was complete news to him, that would be out in that situation. Couldn't believe it. And a few of the teammates thought the same. Play ball, and they've been playing here forever, so I don't know why none of them knew, but anyway, no doubt about it. Third ball rule has been in operation for over 20 years, I reckon now, and around the wicket, and yet it still is not a rule that's completely or fully understood by a number of players and teams down here. Wouldn't be just down here, it'd be all centres. 1 run. Over the wicket. Anyway, the Hooters managed to win that game, only just. So they'll probably walk away going, oh, we got the biscuits, so we're happy. It's a nice shot off the back foot by AK. He picks up 2, the score's on 103. Around the wicket. Daniel comes into bowl to Wickers. Oh, it wasn't the face, I don't think. Yeah, last ball. So where did that hit you, Pete? It was there. No, I'm going to go dead ball. Cross back. Yeah, no, I'm happy with that. It's hit him in the face. I didn't realise. I wasn't sure. I thought it might have been the shoulder or something. But it was an edge straight into the face, and that's a dead ball every day of the week. And yeah, no re-bowl. and every player out there is happy with that. Full toss, he smacked it. Vickers is even happier because instead of getting the 1, he now got 7. So maybe Daniel not as impressed with that over the wicket, but that's the right rule. You get hit in the face like that, edge from a fairly sharp bowler. That's the end of the over. That ricochets off the bat, edged into the face of the keeper. That's going to be a dead ball, and you know, even if it had been caught by somebody as on a ricochet, that wouldn't be out. Head-high contact, firm head-high contact. Not every, you know, it just grazes somebody or it's hit softly, and you know, it's a different story. But at the pace that was travelling, that's always going to be called dead ball. Rule applies to everybody. Right, my mate Josh Kendall. How are you, Josh? Yeah, good on you. He says he's very good. Let's see if he still feels that way after he's finished batting. Play ball. Anyway, he's facing Kai, and Josh batting with Adam Song. Kai, Josh beaten outside off stump, no run, first ball. Kai bowls this one, Josh plays it nicely on the leg side. Sean Fuller does the fielding and they get 2. We've had only the 2 wickets in the 3 wickets in the game. No, correction, 2. Only 2 wickets in, so it's okay. Yeah, so there was a bowl and there was a run out, and that is it. So unlike the Reba Babies to get this far into an innings and not have picked up more wickets than that. It's a very nice cricket shot there by Adam Song. Songy. Last ball. 114 we have. He comes in to bowl to Josh. Josh hits it for 2. End of the over. We might throw a family feud question out there to help me out with that next game of the Big Bash tomorrow night, because I really am stuffed if I know who I'm going to pick, and I really want to get the winner, but I'm not confident at all. So we might survey 100 people and say, who do you reckon's going to win tomorrow night, the Adelaide Strikers or the Brisbane Heat, and do a poll and see what we come up with. Play ball. There you go. Would have been wide, he hit it, they'll get 2. So, you know, I don't know if there's any way of doing that sort of, no one will care really. Probably not even worth mentioning. Can't imagine 100 people actually texting, phoning or emailing in their tip just to help me out. And to be honest, even if they do, I'm not necessarily going to go with the majority. But I'd be interested to know what people think. Knowing my luck, it'd be 50-50 and it wouldn't help me anyway. And I reckon it is 50-50. 2 runs there. Yeah, the other people that are right up there will try to lead that competition alongside myself. You know, if you can contact me and let me know who you're going to go for, that'd be nice. Last ball. And that'll be the end of the over. Yeah, I'm playing for rain. I want it to be a no result. We've already had 2 of those. Yeah, when it's a no result, you get the tip regardless. So, yeah. Play ball. If I miss out in the competition and run second by 1, and I miss tomorrow night's game, yeah, I'm going to look back on that and go, that was the deciding factor. That'll be out, so we pay it. Anyway, as I say, I'm in that comp with thousands of others, and there's probably the first 10 or so are in contention. And they're probably all thinking along the same lines of me. I reckon everyone are going to be struggling to tip the winner in that game. So I could potentially not get it, and the other people that are tipping alongside me don't get it either. That's also a possibility. So we'll never know, actually. You don't get to find out who everyone else tipped. So, you know. Everyone will have to make a decision, including me. If I can get tomorrow night's game right by some miracle, I'll be cock-a-hoop. I'll be starting to think I'm actually a legitimate chance. Although there'll still be 5 games left, and there's still some ones that could be difficult as well. Third ball, but the confidence levels will be up if I can get tomorrow night's one right. Third ball. I'm not expecting to. 2 runs, end of the over. If you're a big mad punter and you like a bet, if you find out a way to know and find out in time which one I'm going for. I actually reckon whichever way I go tomorrow night, I'm going to be wrong. So might let some of my well-known big punters know which team I'm going to finally tip, play ball, and then suggest to them that they have an absolute poultice on the opposition. Because I reckon that'd be a really good bet. There you go. So if I go Adelaide, you want to put all your money on Brisbane, and if I go Brisbane, you want to put all your money on Adelaide. Not usually that negative when it comes to punting or tipping. I've been very confident in up until now, but I just have a very, very bad feeling about tomorrow night's game. More so than any other game that I've tipped in. So, yeah. Words of advice, help me. Somebody help me. Please. John Layden comes in the bowl to Josh. Full toss, hit it well. No, I reckon it's in. Just have a look at them and see whether, no, I don't think they're going to review. It was a good of a cruise to sort out the reviews for us. They weren't working in the first 2 games. And we thank him for fixing it now, but we haven't actually had to use it yet. Last ball was a relatively tight ball. Good ball, and that'll be the end of the over. We are 16 overs in as well, so they probably could have afforded to roll the dice on that one. Sean Fuller. He'll be bowling. Play ball. Janae is still umpiring the netball there on the MCG. And Shaz still watching from the sidelines. Sean, it would have been a wide, he hit it. And that would have been run out, he missed, and they will get 3. So they get the extra run, and they risk getting out. Could have got a guaranteed 2. Adam Song on strike here. Yeah, plays a late cut just for the single. Haven't really been up and about, the Aruba Babies, in this innings. They haven't actually been able to get anything of any significance going. There's been a wicket here and a wicket there. They've got 4 wickets now, but in total. But they've been rather subdued playing this game, which is unlike them. They use the up and about. Very successful team. Yeah, I reckon that's just out. He might get a review. You want a review or not? Yeah. So Josh says, yes, I'll review this. Relatively tight. And we finally get the opportunity to do a review. Let's have a look. That'll be gone. So he's just out. If we roll it forward, one frame gives him right on the line. So anyway, we get that right, so we're 1-0. It took 8:52 p.m. to get there. No reviews in the first 2 games, but I've got to fix that and put it... I haven't put it in yet. That'll be 3. That's actually going to be the end of the over. So I didn't put the run out in, but I've done it now. And then Adam hit a 3, so I've put that in. And so we've now got, the score will be right when it comes up. Yeah, so I'd forgotten to put the run out in, there you go. So the score is correct. And the second last ball was run out, and the last ball went for 3. It's on the scorecard, and I can prove it if I need to. Right, Daniel Van Der Meer will be bowling the last day, but they probably need at least 2 wickets, play ball. Otherwise, it's going to be a pretty healthy run chase on the cards for the Rupert Babies, who are just as capable of smacking them everywhere, just like this team has, over the wicket. So whatever the score is, there's probably still going to be some sort of a chance. That's a wide, and we re-bowl it, yeah. So Rupert Babies can make big scores as well. Over the wicket we're sticking with, he comes in to bowl to Josh. And Josh plays a nice drive, well fielded by John, kept it off the net, and that was well done, only got a single. Around the wicket. And yep, he gets an edge. 1 run. Yep, so you want to back against me in the cricket tomorrow night, and you want to have a saver on the tie super over to be played. I'm tipping that actually might happen tomorrow night. The first super over of the comp, this year's comp, last ball super ball. I just think it's one of those games. It really is a 50-50 line ball call tomorrow night's game. Good, and that'll be the over. Can I grab the ball, please? That was good. Thank you. There you go. Haven't gone around the grounds all night because we haven't really been able to, but we will now. And so what are we going to do? MCG, game of netball there. It looks all right. Netty S versus Deadly, and Netty S are 11 and Deadly are 9. About now 12 to 9. 3.5 minutes left in the second quarter. And what's happening in Bay 13? Renegades 15, D-Max 7, and about 3.5 minutes left in that game in the second quarter as well. Yep, so that looks like a ladies' game being played there, and I think it's a mixed game on the MCG. Anyway, good to see netball alive and well down here at SEMA Sports alongside the cricket. And yep, we just love being down here at SEMA Sports. Just ask me, I'll tell you all about it. Doesn't wear thin on me. Chris Fry's just rocked up. He plays for Sia next Tuesday. So some of the Stingrays are here as well. So it's always nice when you're in the umpire's chair and you're thinking, yep, one game to go. I hope the teams show up. So you know, we all earn the dough. And the fact that there's some members of both teams here already tells me that yep, the last game should go ahead, which it normally does, but you know, there have been a few forfeits over the years, particularly at the later time slot. But we appreciate the fact that teams will take their turn and play the late game when required, because if we didn't have any late games, it'd be very difficult to you know, to operate the business successfully. Right, Kai Sherple, Pete Dennison. Kai will be looking to smack him everywhere because they need plenty of runs. And he's certainly capable of doing that. Play ball, especially if he's not facing Hinchy or Hopesy, which he's not. Just give you a bit of a plug there, boys. Right, anyway, he didn't hit that, and that's out. So that's a golden duck. And yeah, we don't miss out on reporting that. So yeah, outswinger there by AK, beat the bat. And Chris only just took the bails off in time. But he did do it in time and wasn't challenged the call. And G smacks the living crap out of that. And there was a chance of a run out of AK had have taken it cleanly, and I think he realises that. Anyway, Kai gets his runs back +2, and that was a good shot. Pete Dennison on strike, AK bowls. Leg side on the line. It did swing back quite a bit, and it started off as going to be a clear leg side. And when it came back, it actually was dead set right on the line, so we still made the call. That's inside. It's actually bowled. So it's actually swung so far back. Yeah. So it's actually swung back an unbelievable amount. The bowler can't believe it. I can hardly believe it either. I thought it's actually hit leg stump, so out bowled last ball. Yeah. He bowls this one, and that's also good. And that's the end of the over. Yeah, so he managed to get a fair bit of outswing in that over. You know, every ball, apart from the one that probably went for 7, was a very good, well, had swung a fair bit. 3 of them were good and one just wide. Play ball. Wickets. Kai hammered it. Oh, I reckon that was gone if he hit the stumps there, Wickets. That was good fielding. Anyway, they managed to pick up 4 runs as Wickets comes in with bowler Pete Edison. Gee whiz, he smacked that, and Josh, the sound effects. I reckon the foot's in, so bat's not in, it was in the air. And I don't think they're challenging me here, so I think he did get the foot down in time. It was a little bit slack the running there. You want to be sliding the bat about a foot or a metre before the crease line and keep it slip. 1 run, but anyway, not everyone does that. Sometimes you pay the price, but on that occasion I reckon he still was in. No ball, so too high, I pay it. Last ball. Full toss, he hits it straight. It's gone through the fielders, it's gone for 5, and that'll be the end of the over. No Julian Gangemi tonight to ask me what I had for dinner, but he could be watching, so just in case he is, I'll tell you, because I reckon I've had something that you wouldn't guess. If I gave you 50 guesses, I reckon you're not picking this, so we'll go with it. I had chicken enchiladas, play ball. There you go. I didn't make it, my wife did, last night actually. So yeah, I had a plate of that for dinner, and I'll be having the same tomorrow night, I'll tell you right now. Yeah, so she made enough that me and my stepson will get a couple of plates each. Yeah, she usually makes 1 meal for the week that we can benefit from, which we get 2 or 3 meals out of, depending on what it is. The rest of the week I pretty much fend for myself, which is good. Take away Thursday. Yeah, it's coming. Don't mind telling you I look forward to that on a Thursday, because it used to be almost a daily event back in the day, but these days it's once or twice a week, and I'm a reformed character. Yeah, only took me 50 odd years to wake up and you know, smell the coffee. Anyway, 1 run there, last ball. I don't drink coffee. My wife drinks a shitload of it. That's the end of the over. Yeah, so trying to get coffee for my wife. I tell you what though, it's a challenge. She knows. She likes weak coffee. Down the places we go to where we do ask for weak coffee, but sometimes it can be bitter. She doesn't like that. She doesn't like bitter or strong coffee. And I'm the poor mug that often orders it for her. And then she says, oh, that's no good, play ball. I mean, she gets some good ones as well, but I'd be happy to not have that job of ever having to order or get the coffee for my wife, but I do get one for her fairly frequently. Sometimes she orders her own, but you know. But she likes weak coffee and doesn't like it bitter. And sometimes she'll get the weak coffee, but it's still bitter, and I say, well, you know, what could I have done to order it differently so that this didn't happen? She said, you couldn't have done anything. She said sometimes they haven't cleaned the machine well enough, the coffee machine. She said the other thing is that some people actually do like strong, bitter coffee. You know, she has what you call a quarter strength cappuccino, skim milk. That's what she has. That's a drop catch, it goes for 3. And last ball. You get I might have 1 or 2 cups of tea throughout a day. 1 for breakfast, I usually have a cup of tea. Don't drink coffee. Occasionally have a cup of tea at night time when I get home, but not always. And that's the end of the over. Yeah. Anyway, I'm sure there's thousands of people out there wanting to know all my eating and drinking habits, no doubt. So, no doubt people would find that unbelievably interesting. That's why I share it with you. Play ball. Yeah, I don't mind doing that. Anyway, Adam Song comes in, he bowls to Pete, and he's smacks it. And well filtered by Adam. And run out was on. They got 2. Looks like Luke Price is here with his partner. Those for seeing next Tuesday. He's caught that on the ricochet. So yeah, Josh manages, Josh Kendall ends up taking the catch. Adam saying he deliberately popped it up for him, which is a load of crap. That's what that's his story. No one's buying it, especially me. Pete hits that on the leg side and they pick up 1. Yeah, Cruz at the back there with our good friend Kiana. Kai smacks that. Last ball. The only young bloke that works down here that hasn't ever shown up with a really bad haircut is Cruz. And hopefully he won't do that because that just kills it for everybody. 4 runs there, and that's the end of the over. Yeah, he would. He's heard enough commentary from me to know that he needs to have better judgment when it comes to haircuts than what Ethan Lewis and Deadrock have had. And he is smart enough to realise that, so he hasn't come down with the shithouse haircut. Play ball, which is good for him. That's a wide just, so we re-bowl it. One run. Yeah, Kiana didn't like Deadrock's haircut either, and rightfully so. If you're looking looking for a haircut that was, as bad as close to being as bad as Lewis's is without actually being quite as bad, we found it with Deadrock. So, gee, Lewis, yours is atrocious. Deadrock, so's yours. It's a couple of points below though. And all of a sudden Ethan will be is in the prized position of knowing that his shocking haircut from last year is a shitload better than both of those 2 blokes have given us in the last week or so. Never thought I'd be saying that, but it's happened. That would have been out. He left early, he got there late, but he missed the stumps and they get 3. Last ball, Super Bowl. End of the over. I'll give Momo's a plug. That's where I go, Momo, at Whitford Shopping Centre. I've been getting my hair done there for a very long time with what's left of it, and no complaints. No one's ever said they hated it, so I don't get anything particularly special done. Let's go. Number 3. Cut it at the top, please. Trim the eyebrows because they grow unbelievably long. My dad never used to get his trim hardly ever when he was with us, and he had unbelievably thick, bushy eyebrows. So and that's what I'd end up to with if I didn't have them trimmed from time to time, just quietly. But anyway, that's what I go for when I go to the hairdresser. And when I tell them thanks for the job, you did a good job, I mean it. Play ball. Don't say it in jest, or I don't do what Lewis and Deadrock would have done and said thanks, it's exactly how I wanted it, well done. What do you got to tell me? Who's on there?
Hopes he said what size do you want for getting new polos. He said also tell him about lifting, listening to his tea and coffee chat.
Yeah.
He's got better material than that.
Yeah.
Also tell him Bill, the old umpire, just comment on YouTube saying hi was I, and also Paul from King Browns said to say g'day.
Right, well I know what he's talking about with King Browns. That would have been Paul that would have said that message.
Yep. So
we'll go with that, me mate Paul. And no ball, full toss will pay that. Chance of a run out, more than a chance he's gone. So that answers that one, the King Browns. The tea and coffee, well I've thrown that in before, but we've got to mix the commentary up a little bit. What was the third thing?
What size do you want a polo?
I thought that was the first question.
Yeah. Oh, it was also Bill.
Old umpire Bill. Yeah, no, he was shit. One. Yeah, almost as bad as Pete Cahill, but not quite in my view. And who else can we? The polo. So that's a good question. Well, I've got 3 of the old ones. What's wrong with the current ones? We need new ones again, do we? Leg side. That'll be the end of the over. Are they going to be different or the same?
Same design, more than likely.
Same design, more than likely.
So they don't fit as well. Didn't fit.
Okay. Well, believe it or not, the three XLs that I have still fit me pretty well. I could do with a couple of 2XLs probably. Okay. Because for some reason they're still a pretty big fit on me. Play ball, so a good fit on me. So even though I've lost a fair bit of weight, I think I reckon the 2XL would probably do me at the moment. If I lose another 6 or 7 kilos, which I'm trying to do, then I may end up needing an XL. But I reckon if he gets 2 XLs.
Is it only if you got 2 ones? I thought he said he can't wait.
Well, I don't need them. No, I don't mind if you don't order me any, Hopesy. I've got 3 XLs that still fit me pretty well. I've got an old design one that is I think a 2XL, which actually fits me almost perfectly. And I've still got the Nationals shirt and the blue umpire community one. So I've got about 6 options on top of all the other shirts that I wear from time to time. Last ball. How you going, Hopes? Anyway, you all good? No reviews for the first 2 games tonight because no one knew how to do it, and then Cruz fixed it in 5 seconds. Did you hear that?
Okay, I won't get any then.
End of the over.
Danger of actually wearing the Seams polo then?
There is some danger. I've actually given us a mixture through the year so far. I reckon the first 2 nights of the year I wore the seamless shirt, and I like to mix it up a little bit. But I'll wear it more frequently than anyone else does, I reckon. Play ball when it comes to staff down here.
Also, you don't need any? Don't need any shirts?
No, I'm happy. I don't need any. I'm happy.
Alright.
Leg side there, so we pay it.
There's enchilada today on it, probably.
Chicken enchiladas?
Yeah, apparently spilled that on it today.
No, I didn't spill it on it. No, okay. Yeah, no, I didn't spill me dinner. What do we got? 2 balls to go. Have a bit of long grain rice with the chicken enchiladas as well. Stepson has corn with his. I don't like corn. Last ball, I don't mind telling you. Yeah. So don't give me a corn cob or a tin of corn or anything like that. Don't want it. Won't eat it. As Josh comes in the bowl, short, nicely played. Beats the fielder, he fumbled it, and they get 2, and that'll be the end of the over. Haven't really thought about the scoreline in this game for a while. I've been too busy talking to Hopesy and getting text messages through Cruz. But we've got a decent game happening. I didn't even realise that the Rupert Babies lost the first skin by 1, but they did. And the game's, if anything, things are starting to look pretty good here for the Rupert Babies. They need 54 off 9 play ball, so they've made a good fist of this run chase. Hits his leg, they'll get 1. And, they've still got Daniel and Shaw to bat, who are, more than capable of smacking them. So this 138 might not be enough the way it's heading. We'll see. 2 runs. Yeah, Hopesy, I really need to know who's going to win tomorrow night's game, the Adelaide Strikers or the Brisbane Heat. I really need some help with that game. Can't make a decision at all. No idea, none. Yeah. I reckon it could be pivotal to my chances in that competition with the tipping. Yeah, joint leader, 3rd overall. But joint leader in terms of number of tips correct prior to this round. We got the first 2 games right this round. We went to Sydney Thunder against the Grain, the underdogs last night. We went for the Hobart Hurricanes tonight. And no, not out. End of the over. I really want to be right tomorrow night. My fate could depend on it. And yeah, I really do not know which way to go. I just feel like whichever way I go, it might be the wrong way. I'm due to get one wrong. As I say, I reckon I've got 2 wrong in the last 18 games, so I'm on fire. I need to stay that way, play ball. Otherwise, someone else will get the 10 grand. That'll be 2. Anyway, I wouldn't be surprised if I'm currently leading that competition. Surely the other 2 people that were joint leaders with me went for the Scorchers last night because they were red-hot favourites. And I'm hoping they did go that way. I won't know. I will never know. I won't know the final outcome until the end of the last game on Saturday or Sunday. And where I'll find out where I finish. So, and I could potentially actually get 8 out of 8 and still not win because the other 2 blokes, or one of them, might have got 8 as well, and they'll beat me on a count back of number of 6s if that's the case, because my margin on that is a long way behind the 8 ball. So finishing level won't get me anything. I'll have to win by at least 1 tip or more. No ball too high. End of the over. Yep, so that's the situation I'm in. Anyway, I can't believe it. Thousands of people in that comp, and joint leader after about 35 or 6 games. Only 6 games to go. I need to get as many of those right as possible. Play ball. I could get tomorrow night's one wrong and still win the comp. It's still possible. I mean, I've just got to hope that that the other people that I'm competing with also miss out on that one. And there's also going to be some chances in the other games other 5 games. I mean, it's difficult. I reckon the bat's in the air. I reckon it's we're going to check it. Yeah, so it's difficult for me to make a decision on those tips. It's going to be just as hard for the other people in it. So So this is, I'll give this is in the air. Whether or not I get backed up by the technology here or not, or whatever, we'll see. So beats the bat, foot's out, the bat's in the air at the moment, it still hasn't hit, and the hit's there. I think it might be in, but it could be even one of those between frames. I'm just going to have a look at the other angle. I just want to, from another view, the bowler's end to see if that helps me with the bat on the ground or not. Still hasn't hit. Yeah, no, I couldn't give it out on that, so I'm going to have to change the ball to not out. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no. So even in fact, the keeper's actually on board with that reversal as well. So yeah, we'll put that down as an error. It was a real tight one, but 1 frame out from hitting the stumps. His bat is still in the air, but it looked like that's out bowled. There'll be no mistake in that. Yeah, but when he actually hit the stumps, looks like the bat's probably on the ground. There's a little movement of the bat on the next frame, but I don't think that was a movement that's come from in the air to on the ground. It may have already been on the ground. Difficult to be, really 100%, but I think we've ended up doing the right thing there. And even the keeper said, "Yeah, I reckon from what I saw, I don't see how we could give that out." So everyone is happy. Not me entirely, because I get it wrong, but I'll live with that. Last ball, super ball. Important delivery, comes in the bowl. It's a nice shot, they'll pick up 4. And that'll be the end of the over. So, yeah, Daniel will be coming out to bat with Sean. And, yeah, the game is still up for grabs here. But the Reaper Babies have made a really good fist of this run chase. And they've got a good pair coming out. They still need 42. So it's not a definite thing. Yeah, it's pretty even. We've been lucky tonight. It's actually it's the 3rd game, and all games have been pretty good. Even the new team put in a pretty good performance against the Sharks. First game came down to the last ball, so that was a ripper. The Ants and the Hooters. And all things being equal, we should end up with a pretty tight finish here. Yeah. Cricket is alive and well down here at SEMA Sports. Play ball. This will be AK. And He'll be bowling to Daniel. Daniel hits it nicely. On the leg side there's Reese, and they pick up 3. Never got to see Lewis or Deadrock or Julian tonight. We saw Anthony Campbell. That was at least a bit of a thrill. Anyway, AK comes in to bowl to Sean. I reckon that's out, so I'm playing this, and we have a look at it. This is a review or not? What are we doing? Yeah, we review? Okay, so I reckon this is just short. It's come off the fielder straight onto the stumps. What do you reckon, Hopesy? He might not have been watching, he might have only been listening, but I'm fairly confident that this is just short, but it still will be pretty tight. Here it comes, the throw's in, hits the fielder. I think the stumps are broken now. You can see the middle stump flat. It's out by a bit actually, so it's out for sure. It's actually at least 2 frames, so possibly a fraction more than that. So yeah, we get the call right that time, which is good news for me and the oddballs. Leg side on the line, it came back a bit, but it is a wide, and of course the bowler sees the ball swing in and thinks that maybe you're going to get a good call there, but it couldn't have been any more on the line than what it was, and as it passed the crease, so that'll be the right call. Full toss, he whacks it. Chance of a run out, would have been gone. He missed, they get 7. Not too disappointed that I haven't seen Lewis or Deadrock tonight because of the pair of them. Their haircuts are shit, but at least they still copped a mention a fair bit on and off. Yeah, 3 runs there, end of the over. What was Deadrock thinking as well? Fair dinkum. Hopes he hasn't seen that haircut yet. Lloyd Christmas's brother. Fair dinkum. Unbelievable if he had a brother. Probably hadn't, but who knows. Don't think that came up in the movie. Play ball. Anyway, I want to watch Dumb and Dumber again now all of a sudden. I don't know if that movie's on Netflix at the moment, but yeah, I've been thinking, wouldn't mind revisiting that movie. It was a cracker. Yeah, very funny. Jim Carrey, Jeff Daniels. That'll be a couple of runs for Daniel. Wickers comes in to bowl this one to Sean, and he plays that nicely. 2 runs. These guys are pretty skillful batters, and you know, they're more likely to make intelligent decisions as opposed to not making it that way. And so far they've started this partnership well. Yeah, again, you know, solid play, 2 runs, no risk, last ball. So they haven't really, only the 1 real big shot, but so far. But if they keep hitting 2s like this at will, they'll get there. Wickers bowls to Sean, slower ball. It's a good ball, he let it go, but he knows it's good. That's the end of the over. So the batsman just sort of had that look on his face there of, you know, he knew that he should not have let the ball go because it was inside the line. He wasn't upset with the call in any way. Josh Kendall, play ball. He comes in the bowl. And I don't know, I actually don't know whether there's any bat there or not. And as a result, I give it only 1. It did hit the side net. I wasn't able to be sure either way. When that's the case, I don't pay the extra run. There's no animation or, you know, from the batsman. 2 runs on that occasion. So the netball might have just finished on the MCG. May have finished on Bay 13-2, I don't know. That's a wide. So we pay that one. So Josh comes in the bowl to Daniel. That'll be 4. Josh Kendall looks a shitload better without that dreadlock hanging from his chin, let me tell you. Like he had last year. New Year's resolution to get rid of that, and that was a really good one. Stick with that. He bowls, smacks it, he's caught it, and that'll be the end of the over. So a handy wicket and a needed wicket for the oddballs. Just keeps the game alive a bit. And actually when we look end of the over, so Sean Actually, Daniel should be here because I don't think you crossed. Yeah, so that'll be right. Yeah, you hit it straight back at him. Anyway, Daniel's got 23, Sean only 1. And I need 5 for the skin. First 2 skins have actually gone to the oddballs. And looking for a clean sweep or a win. Play ball. Anyway, 3 overs to go, and we'll see what happens. He comes in the bowl to Daniel, and it's his leg side-ish. Possibly would have given him the wide if he didn't hit it. But he did. He got his 2 anyway. Chris about to bowl to Sean, and he tucks it away, and yeah, I get 2 more. Yeah, our mate Chris, and he bowls to Daniel. Short. Well done by AK. So he's kept that off the net and kept the scoring down to 1. Probably the sort of ball that Daniel would normally hit for 7, but because the scores are tightening up a bit, he played the safer option. That's a very solid shot there by Sean. That is the percentage play. They still don't need to take too many risks, these batters. They only need 11. They've got 2 and a bit overs to get them. So they don't need to do anything too drastic. But that was short and there to hit, and it won't be out, and it'll be 7. So end of the over, so Daniel got a similar ball 2 balls ago where he just played it safely and got 1. He thought, I can't let that happen twice. And he seized on that half tracker, which wasn't quick, and deserved to be hit for 7, and he managed to do it. Adam Song, so all of a sudden only 4 required, 2 overs to go. Play ball, Adam Song, slungy left arm round. Bowls, not a bad ball, nice shot, and AK does the fielding, and they get through for 2 as Adam comes in the bowl to Sean, and Sean plays it nicely, and you sort of sense that 2s are easy to come by at the moment, and that'll be more than enough for the Reapers. Short again, straight to Josh, and that brings him in the game. A drink it was probably going to be just out. I think it would have been reviewed irrespective of which way I was going to go. Things have tightened up in the game. I reckon the fielding team may still have a couple of reviews up their sleeve, and I think the Reapers have won 1, lost 1, so they've got 1 up their sleeve. He comes in the bowl with it short, he hits it for 2. Well fielded by Adam. It would have been tight also, and that'll be the end of the over. So Daniel's got 39 runs here, in coming in about last when the game's up for grabs, supported by Sean with 10. They're 8 ahead of the game, and there's 1 over to go. Looks like it'll be Reese to bowl it, and they're going to need 2 or 3 wickets in this over at least to have a chance. The odd balls, play ball. Reese comes in the bowl to Daniel. A good ball, he played it nicely, well fielded by AK. The throw comes in, I reckon not out. And they're not going to review. So I reckon they've got 2 up their sleeve, and I thought that was in, but I thought it was still relatively tight given the where we sit in the game. It would have been almost worth a look maybe. But anyway, I thought it was in, and so did obviously the fielding team, because they didn't take me on. Reese comes in to bowl to Daniel. Full toss is going to go for 7, and that'll just about ice the game. 2 wickets might not even be enough, and it won't be enough. So they're 18 ahead, 2 balls to go. So even 2 wickets won't do it now. It's been a good win by the Reapers, chasing a pretty decent total. And they're going to do it with a bit of room to spare. And it's last ball Super Ball. Chris Fry warming up there from See You Next Tuesday. The Stingrays are on the MCG having a practice. And we'll be getting into this last game here pretty promptly after this one finishes. This should be the last ball. Leg side, you want to go again? Yep, so it wasn't quite the last ball. 63 partnership. Do you want another one or not? Okay? Oh, actually you do. You get 4. Yeah, okay, good enough. You talked me into it. Yep, so they know what they're doing. End of the over then. So we give them the wide +2 on the Super Ball, and that gives them exactly 65, so they don't need another ball. That saves us a little bit of time, and it still gives them their free drink. So good news. Right. Stay tuned. I've got another game to go. See you soon. Rightio. Yeah, g'day Tom. Tom from the Stingrays. They didn't win the toss, that's why they're batting first. Play ball. Right, Tom batting with Paul. Haven't seen Paul Gower for a while, but he's here. They get 2 runs to start with. Chris Fry's opening the bowling, that's quite common. Often opens the bowling for see you next Tuesday. Probably should set up a game. See you next Tuesday, see you next Thursday. Play, it's off the body and no run. A lot of things we should be setting up down here. I've got lots of ideas. I share most of them. Leg side, some of them come to fruition. 1-on-1, 2-on-6. Just to name a couple. Paul Gower on strike. And yeah, hits it on the leg side for a single. Well done. And last ball. Chris Fry. Green boots are easy to pick up. And they'll get 1, and that'll be the end of the over. So they start off with 6 runs. And everyone's happy at the moment. So Phil Capper. What a gentleman this bloke is. Play ball. Comes in the bowl to Tom. And he has a swing, misses, the throw comes in. And there's no run. Reaper Babies about to sit down and enjoy a few drinks as he is accustomed to. They do that pretty much, well, they do it every week. The Oddballs are doing the same down the back there, which they also do every week. So great to have the support of those teams and all the teams that we have down here at Cena Sports, and there's lots of them. Throw comes in, no run. Never take anything in our business for granted. A lot of people and teams out there that are supporting this centre a lot. Last ball, and I'm sure myself and the owners included, Hopesie and Inchy, appreciate that immensely. And we do. That'll be 1. That'll be the end of the over. Yeah. Never know what's around the corner in life, but indoor cricket's been pretty good to me. Play ball. This will be Steve McLean. He bowls and beats Tommy actually withdrew the strike. No, it hasn't hit the stump, so the fielder there at the non-striker's end has just said that he's actually hit the stumps himself, waved his hands in the air. The ball didn't hit him. I reckon the stumps were broken with the batter not in. Wasn't the ball. No, that's short but not high in the end, not high enough to call a no-y. And third ball. It was certainly short enough, but didn't get up all that high in the end. Third ball, he's hit it straight, he's in trouble. No, he hasn't got the ball there, and I can tell for sure on this occasion. So they get 1. Paul Gower. That'll be 2. And there's 1 ball to go. Comes in the bowl now, and leg side it is. Leg side we call, and that'll be the end of the over. Yeah. So yeah, you can swap ends, Paul. That'll be good. Nick will be bowling next, not Nick Bell. The other Nick. Worston, that's his last name. Play ball. Yeah, real Aussie surname, this one I reckon. Comes in the bowl. And nicely struck by Poison Trouble. Yeah, that'll be gone. That will be on your way. And he's having a look at his mates. I don't reckon they're going to help him. He's hoping one of them are going to say, was this wrong, review it. None of them do. They're all right on the sideline there, so they've got a good view themselves. Not a good view to judge wide though from there, even though every now and again we still get the odd team or person that does do that from a 45-degree angle or worse. Drop catch by Mike Hancock. And they get 2. Good on your Mike. Nick comes in the bowl to Tom Brown. I reckon there'd be a lot of Tom Browns in Australia. That'd be a very common name, first name, surname. Last ball. Yeah, if you look at a phone book these days, if they even have phone books anymore, I don't know. That'll be 2. End of the over. I'm pretty confident there'll be more than one Tom Brown in there. I reckon there'll be many. Mike Hancock, he'll be bowling. Didn't catch that one earlier, but he might bowl well. We'll see. He's not a bad player, as Mike. Play ball, he can whack him. He can also bowl quite well. That's an outswinger that beats the bat. So a good start there for Mike. Just turn the mic down slightly here. Right. Yeah, Mike. And off the arm. Oh, why would you run there? He has. And they just run him out. So I don't know what Tom was thinking there, because it travelled not very far from where he was standing. No chance of a run. I don't think the non-striker even moved. The batsman hit that, and it'll be caught behind. So all of a sudden, it's 2 wickets and 2 balls. Stingray's only on 7. Those 2 wickets have hurt him. Bowls again. Tommy gets it in the air. Oh, he's going to get away with that one. Thank God for that, they say. Last ball. See Nathan Tremor on the sideline here having a few practice shots. There you go. He's champing the bit to get out here and have a bat. And that's over the top of middle, and that's the end of the over. So just lucky that bounced as much as it did. Anyway, Mike Hancock 2 for -8. He'd be happy. Luke Price will bowl. Got someone that's come down here to watch him play, so he'll be looking to impress. Play ball. As Luke comes in the bowl, and an edge. Phil Capper does the fielding. There's no run. Third ball coming up. Yeah. Luke, Tom. Yeah, outside edge again. This one's sort of on the ground pretty much all the way. And they get a run. And he tucks that away nicely. They get a single. That's a good ball. So last ball, super ball. Comes in the bowl, this one. Edge. Didn't catch it. That's the end of the over. So definite edge, but not taken. And it won't be third ball, even though it's come up on the screen, because it's a new partnership coming. None for 2 for Luke. 11 runs only for that pair. So, yeah, they had 11 runs after 2 overs. They had 16 after 3 overs. They've ended up with 11. So, not all that many. Nathan Tremlett coming out the bat with Sam, as usual. A lot of the responsibility of how well the Stingrays go rests on the shoulders of Nathan. Yeah, you only got one Nathan in this team. We need 4, I reckon. We'll see how he goes. Rightio, Chris Fry, play ball. All right, full toss, not high. You all right? Yeah, so he's okay. Just checking that he didn't hurt his ankle or foot there. Smile on his face, he'll be okay. Drop ball to start with. Chris comes in the bowl to Nathan. Full toss again. He whacks this one, and the bail hasn't come off. So there you go. We'll just maybe send a memo out to Tim Howard from the Pirates on a Thursday. That's not out, mate. The bail never came off at any stage. Otherwise it would have been, because it certainly impacted the stumps on a deflection from the fielder before the batsman had made it. But the bars don't come off at all, mate. Can't be run out, can it? 1 run. I reckon 99.9% of the people that play down here know that rule, but the other 0.01 is Tim Howard. That's out bowled. Anyway, Tim knows now, I'm sure. He should have known to begin with. Hopes he filled him in. Shouldn't have had to, but he did. Play ball. Timmy would have got tool of the week that week. It's off the leg, it'd only be 1. There's no doubt who got tool of the week last week. It was Lewis with that haircut. Lloyd Christmas. Can't wait to see him play again. Put that name in the system. Lloyd Christmas. Phil comes in the bowl to Nathan. Nice shot, chance of a run out. He will be gone. So, yeah, good fielding there by Chris Fry. Runs hard to come by at the moment for the Stingrays. I might need to, I might be hoping to get a game next week. They'll be caught behind. Last ball. They'll be looking for a game against Marino, I reckon, next week. They have a chance. Yeah, he smashed it. Yeah, absolutely. Even the non-striker, Nathan, just said the batsman smashed it. He didn't think he hit it. Anyway, you know you're right when the non-striker says, yeah, mate, you definitely did. That's the end of the over. So nice to have that support. It was a definite clear-cut thing. There's absolutely no doubt about it. Not that I can prove it. The batsman didn't think he hit it for some reason, and the non-striker said you smashed it, so did the keeper. I knew it. Play ball. Steve McLean. He bowls to Sam. And he lets it go, but it's in. So just drifting away from the right-hander, but definitely inside the line before it passed the crease. Nice to see a few runs scored here, if we can, to get the score up there a bit. No, I reckon no. It's pretty much a dead heat. They're not even going to worry about reviewing it. 3rd ball. Anything that's virtually a dead heat on a stumping is usually pretty hard to prove when a replay has been out. Occasionally it works that way, but quite often not the case. Had a few examples that I've learnt that from. No, that won't be out. Nah, I don't reckon. So 2 runs there, last ball. Sherple at the counter there. It must be either paying for a game or buying something else to drink. Body, I think. Anyway, it's nothing, and that's the end of the over. So none for 9 for Steve McLean. This partnership -3 at the moment after 3 overs. So Stingrays needing to get some runs on the board. Right, play ball. This will be Nick. Yeah, round the wicket. He bowls this, and he hit it well, and it's bounced before it hit the back net, and so it'll be. I'm pretty sure it bounced before the back net. Anyone else want to give me any? Yeah. So, yeah. So, yeah. 2. No, I'm very confident it bounced before the back, and there's 3 blokes down there that I know it's a fielding team, but. My initial thought was, he heard me in the commentary, I go, that's bounced before the back, it's 5. And the 3 blokes at the back have all said exactly the same. I'm sure they were being honest. Nathan in the body. The non-striker's down here pretty quickly, forcing Nathan to run, which he manages to be able to do before they hit the stump. So 1 run. Nick comes in to bowl to Sam, and would have been a wide, but he hit it. A chance again here, but the throw's a little bit wide, and they get 2. Last ball. for Nathan. That'll be the end of the over. So 1 for 12 for Nick. 8 runs now the partnership. I'd go round the grounds, but I won't because there's nothing happening at either of them, I think. I can hear a bit of noise, I reckon, at Bay 13. But I must be hearing things because there's not a soul in sight. So there's nothing happening then, there's no one there. Play ball. So I think that's a couple. Catchable but not taken. Must be hearing things. 2 runs more. Right. Mike Hancock bowling to Nathan Tremlett. So he hammered that. He deserves 5 for that, and that's what he gets. Yeah, very nice shot that. Nice shot by Sam. They get through with the run and they get 2. So last ball coming up, 11th over, 9:49 p.m. And that'll be the end of the over. News bulletin on my laptop here saying, news for you, Qantas flights D, probably means Qantas flights delayed. There you go. Nothing good comes out of an airport, just ask me. Had that story before, we won't go into it again. If I never go to another airport in my life, I won't be upset. Play ball. I'm sure I will go again. 1 run. Yeah, my wife's, I think, going in April to Adelaide for a family reunion, I believe, for 2 or 3 weeks. Every chance I'll take her to the airport. Probably won't pick her up. The boys, youngest son usually does that, and that's because she ends up getting a flight that usually arrives at night time when I'm here. But the day one wide re-bowl, but when she goes, she usually catches a flight in the morning or the afternoon when I can still take her to the airport. Sam, that's a good shot. Not out. I don't think so. It was came off the net onto the stumps. Oh, you're going on that? Okay. Well, no, they're not going to. So 2 runs. You're saying it's definitely out, no? Oh no. They are going to review. So it's not. It certainly isn't out from the initial thing. So I think they're saying here that the keeper might have tapped it on after the ball had already hit the stumps. So we'll have a look, and if that's the case, we'll do it. So just go back a bit. Yeah, just go back a bit here. Just go back a fraction. I might have to. I just want to have another look from here because I went forward a bit. Right. Okay. I know the ball hits the stumps first, but then, so the question is here, does he get a hand there? Well, it looks like it's hit his arm and his leg. Yeah, so it definitely looks like it's ricocheted off the keeper. So does it hit the stumps again? Yeah, so it has hit the stumps again, so it is actually going to be out. There you go. So it's actually a very good review and very unlucky way for the batter to be given. So was that the... So hang on a sec. It's run out. So there's still 2. Okay. I keep playing. I wasn't ready, but anyway. Okay. So it was a run out on that one. That's now 2, and now it's last ball, super ball. So the score's right. Yeah, very unlucky way to get out that. That'll be the end of the over. Right. So what actually happened there, just to explain that to you if you didn't realise at home, because I didn't realise when I was here, and was that the played the shot into the leg side for 2. The ball ricocheted off the net and hit the stumps. And I thought that's what they were appealing for, but after it hit the stumps, it actually ricocheted off the keeper's knee and hit the stumps again. And bales were already broke, but it doesn't matter. And anyway, when the ball actually ricocheted off the knee onto the stumps, you could, the batsman was actually quite clearly short, so we had to change it. G'day Frank, how you going? Frank and Nick. And the batsman, although unhappy that we had to give that out, was on board with it when he saw the replay. He knew, play ball, was still disappointed, but at least not feeling like the decision was wrong by changing it. So that's always good news to have that verification. Chris, Frank and Phil, they're all involved, 1 run. And it's a good piece of bowling, beats the bat, no run. So a couple of people at the counter, I think, wanting to be served, so just in case Cruz or Kiana are in the office and they can hear me. No, I don't reckon that's one. Last ball. So I don't know where Cruz and Kiana are at the moment. They could be in the office or in the storeroom or out. Maybe they're out play 13, but I couldn't see them. But there's a couple of blokes there from the oddballs that are looking for a drink, I reckon. They're standing around. Here we go. I reckon that's just out. He's going to want to check it. So you want to look or not? I gave it out. What are we doing, Frank? You happy with that? No, you're happy with that. Okay. End of the over. I know you do want to look. Okay. All right. So if it's not a run out, it'll be 2. Kiana, I think Kiana was in the bathroom, to be fair, on when I was just talking about the people at the bar. So if any owners are listening to this at the moment, don't get upset with her, because she came out of the bathroom. I think wouldn't have been aware. I think it's already hit there. It's definitely hit there, and he's still short. So it is out. It's 100% guarantee. So we get that one right. It's only just out, and that'll be the end of the over. Yeah. So anyway, just got a bit sidetracked there, but yeah, no, there's a couple of people looking to get served. But I think Kiana was having a bathroom break, which you can't blame anyone for that. Just left things unattended for a little bit. Okay, play ball. Anyway, looks like they're all going now, so maybe it was either a roadie or they haven't worried. Maybe they were just standing there waiting for someone else to before they left, so there mightn't have been anything for Kiana to do there anyway. 2 runs for Frank. Phil goes bowling to Nick, and beating the bat. He's been called through for the run. You could hear Frank, he was screaming at him. Run, run, run. They do run. 33 runs on the board. It won't be anywhere near enough, I don't think. I need to build this up a bit, a lot even. Gee, hammered that, but unfortunately for the batsman anyway, he'll only get 1. It's well fielded by Steve, although he's rigging the hand or the arm there, so yeah, no pain, no gain. Beats the bat. He's yelling at it again to run. He does, or he would have been gone. I reckon that's hit the foot of Chris. It was throwing at 100 mile an hour, and it's last ball. Steve just does his shoelace up, but I've never seen anyone do it any quicker than that. Phil bowls. Frank. No, the bowls come off, but it's not the batsman that did it, and that'll be the end of the over. So 2 for 5 for Phil Capper. Yeah, he's going along nicely. Most of the bowling figures you would imagine are pretty good here for see you next Tuesday. I don't think anyone's copped any massively bad treatment. The score would reflect that. Play ball. This is Steve McLean. Comes in the bowl to Frank. Good ball. In swing into the right-hander. I don't think the batsman was expecting it. He was maybe even thinking initially maybe a leg side, swung the other way and hit his outside leg. Leg side this time, that one didn't actually swing. So the bowler probably thinking if I bowl it in that spot it'll be the perfect ball, but when it didn't swing he had to wear the wide. He bowls. Short, top edge. Phil's there, they get 1. Steve bowls to Frank. Straight to Phil. They get 1. Yep, it's been another enthralling night of and netball down here tonight on a Tuesday night at SEMA Sports, 5-4 busier place. Calcutta, leg side. And that'll be the end of the over. Yep, this is where we are. Come down and join us Monday to Thursday. 50 weeks of the year, pretty much. Play ball. They'll get 4. And that'll be out. So Nick, gee whiz, Nick ran his guts out there to try and make it, and he did. He covered a fair bit of ground, but the effort he put in was exemplary. But he was never ever going to make it. Just one of those things. That's 5. That's a good shot by Frank. Yeah, if there was a reward for effort, I'd be giving it to Nick for that. Those running between wickets on that second last ball. Hits it on the leg side for 2. And there's 1 ball remaining. I enjoy a little bit of a sip of my nice cold Coke, no sugar. As Nick comes in the bowl to Frank. And be a couple of runs, and that's what they get. That'll be the end of the over. So Nick's got 2 for 20. 18 runs for this pair. End of the, swap ends, Nick, yep. 2 overs to go. They've got it up to 51. See if they can get somewhere near 70. Play ball's always good to have a goal. 2 runs. This one, and Nick doesn't lay bad on it. So 3rd ball coming up. So he hit that one beautiful. That's one of the best shots I've seen him play. Elegant grace. That was fantastic stuff by Nick, and he got a round of applause from his teammates, and rightfully so. That's one of the more classically correct and technically correct shots I've ever seen Nick play. So congratulations to him. It was worth mentioning and making a big thing of it, but we may not see it again. That's the end of the over. Yeah, we build him up, we take him down. Yeah, but that was a really nice shot, it really was. Right off the meat of the bat too. Inspiring stuff. Luke Price will be bowling this over. I said Luke Price will be bowling this over. Play ball. Steve says, hey. Frank, he hammered it. Luke, well fielded, that would have been gone, but they will get 2 as he missed. 61. Wide, so I give them that. That is the right call, and they'll get an extra run and they'll get a re-bowl. Throw hits the batsman there. Fielder apologises. 4 balls to go. Luke to Frank. God, he hit that well as well, but and they will get through. So yeah, a couple more. We were talking 70. I was talking 70. Plenty of times in this innings where it looked like 70 would be unachievable. We'll get 1. Yeah, 2 balls to go. Bowl this one, and Frank, bat and leg, but it doesn't hit the net, so they get 1. Last ball, super ball. This is a bit of a worrying delivery. The batsman will be hoping this ball is not on line, I reckon. Otherwise, I reckon a candidate for bowl will see. It's not on line, it's a full toss. It could be run out. He would have been, they miss. And that'll be the end of the over, and the batsman celebrates because he gets 4 runs on the super ball. Yeah, we'll see how we go. Thanks, Daniel. Anyway, I end up with a 39 run partnership, I don't mind telling you. Both batters did really well. 72's a reasonable result, all things considered. Thanks, Nick. There you go. Right, I'd love to go around the grounds, but there wouldn't be much point because there's no one on either of them. So we could make up a story, but we won't. Even though I'm capable of doing that, and I probably have done it once or twice before. Yeah, but I'm just, nothing happening. The Reaper babies are leaving the building. So we're not left with too many people here at the moment. The oddballs left a little while ago. It's pretty much Kiana, myself. I don't even know if Cruz is still here, but he could be. And the two teams, that's it. Could be some people outside possibly, but I don't know, I can't tell. Yep, Qantas flight's delayed, eh? No surprise. Well, while we're waiting for this game to continue, what should we talk about? Oh, jeez. I've got so many things I could say. I've said a lot of them. But we'll save some of it. Just imagine Deadrock and Lewis going out together somewhere, you know, in town, a nightclub or something like that, and one of them wants to be the wingman. Gee whiz. They won't be meeting anyone new the way they look at the moment, and they'll be lucky to keep who they've got if they have got someone, which I think that Lewis might have. Play ball. They probably need Ethan to go with them, and Ethan can be the wingman. Play ball. Yeah, the best of a bad look in terms of those 3 haircuts. Nathan comes in to bowl to Mike Hancock. It's nicely driven and well fielded by Tommy Brown. That's brilliant fielding. No wicket, but gee whiz, he saved runs. He hit the stumps with the throw. And yeah, very exciting stuff. Clinton is the player that's watching this game from the sidelines. He's in the squad, not playing tonight. He's come down to watch them play. He said he could end up being a sub, and I said, yeah, but I hope you're not, because that will only happen if there's an injury, and we don't want that to happen to anyone. But plenty of sides come down here with more than the number of players they need. And had a some fielder here and there when there has been a need for it, and he's here to do that if need be. Last ball, Nathan, Steve, and 2. That'll be the end of the over. Not a bad over, 6 runs conceded. Looks like Kiana might be riding up the fixtures possibly on the board there for tomorrow night's cricket fixtures. Another big night down here tomorrow night, play ball. Yeah, got some good games to look forward to. 3 runs. I can find a way to get something out of each and every night that I come down here. It's never a complete loss at any point. It's going to be 2. Yep, we always manage to get a few good games of cricket in somewhere along the line, and some good play. It's actually quite close. I'm going to go with no. What do you want to do? So they're not going to challenge. I thought it was tight. I went within. Yeah. Clint's there on the sidelines, and he said close, but he thought in. He's got a pretty good view as well on the sidelines there. Last ball. Hits it straight. I don't reckon he touched it. The bowler, that is, and they'll get 5. So last ball. Right, so last ball coming up. comes in the bowl to Steve. Steve hits a straight drive, and there's Nathan. He's fumbled it. It's gone for 3, and that'll be the end of the over. So who are we going to go with here? Tom Brown. Play ball. Full toss, hits it for 3. Nathan's there. They keep their 3. Mike Hancock about to face the music. So just some field placement changes here. Nathan instigating all of those. So he moved all 3 players up in front here a bit. Ball's in the air at the back, and Nathan takes the catch. So anyway, maybe move the field again, see if they get another wicket. Tommy comes in the bowl to Steve. Yeah, nicely played. There's well, that's where he moved one of the fielders, but he didn't take it cleanly, and they got 2 straight to him, more or less, off the net. Yeah, nice shot by Frank, and 2 more. Last ball. Hits it straight. There'll be no run, and that'll be the end of the over. So this is me mate Nick. Casson, that's his name. Play ball. I reckon there's more Tom Browns than there are Nick Cassons in the world. That's a good ball. 3rd ball. I could be the only Warren Cockram in the world. I reckon it's possible. And how many tie hopes there are. No ball, too high. Not out. They get 1. I reckon his foot was behind the line when he hit it. He moved his foot slightly, but I don't think he was out of his crease. Anyway. Nick comes in the bowl here to Steve, short. He whacks it. Nathan, no, it was very good fielding, and it would have been gone if he hit the stumps, but he didn't. They get 4. That's 1 last ball. I won't repeat what the batsman said because it's supposed to be a family show some of the time when we have some young children and family watching. But the batsman swore, even though he didn't get out, he wasn't happy with that shot. We'll leave it at that. It wasn't a particularly loud swear, but I could still hear it, and that's the end of the over. So 2 runs there, 34 after 4. They're looking good. See you next Tuesday, team. Paul Gower. He'll be the next bowler. And play ball. 2 runs. No ball off the pitch, so we will pay that. Bowls. Right, hits it for 2 on the offside. And there's 1 ball remaining. So ball bowls to Steve, no ball. And that'll be the end of the over. Just quieten down a bit here at the moment. You can't be upbeat every minute of every day. Play ball. I'll give it a fair go. Might just me. Teams are a bit quiet at the moment as well. One run there for Mike. They're well and truly going to get the first skin here. See you next Tuesday. Sam bowls to Steve. Steve hits it straight, and there's Frank. They get one. He bowls this one. He lets that go, and I won't be able to help him. Batter's choice. Oh, he hit it pretty well. He could, what's going to happen here? The throw comes out. It's a really good throw. That's a brilliant throw there by Nathan. Never looked like missing the stumps at any stage. So he's got on the right end because they saved the crease at the bowler's end. And as soon as that ball left his hand, I thought that's dead-eye Dick. That's right on the money, and that was exceptional. Very exciting stuff. Last ball, Super Ball. Wide. Re-bowl if you want it. And he does want it, so fair enough. Anyway, another ball, so who knows what will happen here. Something will happen. It's like it's bounced over his head and gone for 8. That'll be the end of the over. So they end up with 49. It's a pretty good start, chasing 72 or thereabouts it was. Yeah, 72. Right. Great to see Cooper Connolly, who's played some games down here at SEMA Sports and played outdoor cricket with his in the same club as his dad, not the same grade, not as high as his dad, but your mate Springer, Sean. Anyway, great to see Coops making the test team play ball to go to Sri Lanka. It's very exciting stuff. And, yep, great player that Coops is. And played some unbelievable innings, even though it hasn't been gone quite the way the Scorchers have wanted in this tournament this year. He's played some great shots. He really has. And, I really hope he shows everyone what he can do in the test side. I reckon that's just out. It's close. What do you reckon, Nick? So I've given him out. I don't think he's going to challenge me. It was fairly tight, but I'm backing myself in, and looks like Nick is on board with it, so all good. Full toss. Had AJ Ty play down here, and Josh Philippi. Different times over the years. Quite a few famous names, really, that have played indoor cricket down here at SEMA Sports. Ben Hinchcliffe even, that also played in the Big Bash there for, I think it might have been 3 seasons, 3 or 4. 2 runs there, end of the over. Didn't really get the opportunities, particularly with the bat, that I would have liked to have seen him got at a time where the Stars were struggling a bit. They could have given him a bit more of a go, I reckon. Anyway, still a very good player is Hinchy in both outdoor and indoor cricket. Play ball. Hits his foot. Dot ball. Not out. I reckon he got back. So good fielding there by Paul. As Frank comes in the bowl to Phil. And chance of a run out, and it would have been gone. They get 3. Yeah, this one was, I reckon. Yeah, that one wouldn't have been. Frank comes in the bowl to Nick. And, well, it would have been a wide, and the shot almost hits the fielder in the head. I'm glad it didn't. It shocked him a bit, and fair enough. He wasn't expecting it at all. Last ball. I could see that shot being played, and was hoping it would land safely, which it did. In the air, and Nathan wasn't able to quite reach it. It's 4, and that'll be the end of the over. So another over bites the dust. Tom Brown. Play ball. He bowls to Phil. Phil plays it nicely. Chance of a run out here. I reckon that's gone. We have a look and see whether they want to challenge this or not. Phil doesn't know really. Sort of shrugs his shoulders. He's accepted the call. Nicola has also, so came off the hands of Nathan onto the stumps, and I reckon it was out. And anyway, that's a good, well bowled, well played, good fielding. It would have been gone as well, but not the case. It missed the stumps. Out, hit wicket. No, we won't do that to him. It's actually not out within the rules. He wasn't in the act of playing the shot or setting off for a run. It can't be given out hit wicket in that instance. Jesus, I reckon that's gone as well. You want to have a look at that one, Phil? No? I gave it out, Phil. Are you happy with that, or do you want to review it? No, he said no, so he's all right with it. Oh well. No, the guys down the back have said it's out too. So everyone was on board there, except possibly the non-striker who's on strike now. Full toss, they've got an edge. Another chance here, or they've probably gone the wrong end. No, that won't be out. They're excited all of a sudden, because I've given a couple of relatively close ones. But he's actually picked the wrong end to have a dip out there. Tom Brown comes in to bowl to Phil. Off the leg. No. Yeah, thank God you hit the stumps, because I wasn't going to give it out court. And that'll be the end of the over. For a terrible moment there, I thought the fielder was just going to assume that it was out court and not go for the run out. And I'm telling you now, he didn't hit it. It could have been an uproar there, but luckily there isn't. Anyway, he managed to take the bars off, and they get the wicket, and all of a sudden they're having a pretty good patch here. The Stingrays play ball. Good for the game of indoor cricket it is. See a bit of a fight back. Short. Oh, he's bowled him. It was a terrible ball, but it was a worse shot. Oh, fair dinkum. How do you miss something like that? You must have taken your eye off the ball. Yeah, you're thinking of something else. Anything but actually focusing on the game in hand, I reckon. Unbelievable. Leg side, there you go. We'll give you that. It was an absolute shock and delivery. It was slow, it was short. It said hit me, and he didn't, and he got bowled. That's a fact. Anyway, he smashed that. The fielder gets out the way, fair enough. 2 runs there. Nick bowls. Phil. And Tommy Brown. 2 runs, last ball. Yeah, Tiana just struggling to find something to do at the moment. She's stacking a few chairs, so she's found something. Hit his leg. Not an ordinary shot, and that'll be the end of the over. So it's been a maiden partnership so far. 4 overs in and no runs. So as I say, this is good for the Stingrays. Right, what are they going to do now? Going to go with looks like Paul Gower. The great Paul Gower. Play ball. The bowls. Full toss. It wasn't a high one. There's Nathan. It's a good pick-up. And would have been gone with a direct hit. They get 3. There's Paul. Comes in the bowl. No ball off the pitch. They yell at him and say throw it, because they know it's not going to be out court. Sam stops. He's thinking court, but it's a no ball off the pitch. I called it clearly. And he had a chance to run him out, but didn't. safe, Nathan. Again, would have been tight, but probably in that time. They get 4. Nick's on strike there. Full toss, no ball. I've got to call it. I have. No ball +2, and it's 1 ball to come in the over. Smacks it, well filtered by Nathan. Oh, what was Nick doing? That's the end of the over. Oh, the complete brain fade. Waited until the fielder had the ball in his hand and then thought, well, now I'll run so he can run me out. That's what it looked like. I'm sure that's what he wasn't thinking, but you know, if he was thinking that, well then we need to send him away. He wasn't thinking that, but that's what it looked like, no doubt. End of the over, Paul. He wants to keep bowling all of a sudden because he got a wicket, and a lot of bowlers feel that way. They get a wicket and they think this is a good game. Don't mind it. Right, Sam's going to bowl. Play ball. Yeah, we're all good to go here. So Sam about to bowl to Nick. And outswinger, inside edge, almost played it on. I need one more good over here, the Stingrays, just to put a little bit of pressure on the 2 new batters that haven't come out here yet. That's a nice shot for 4. I reckon no. What do you want to do? We're going to have a look. So I reckon it's in their interest to probably have a stab here, and it's actually very close. So we'll see. And sort of, you know, it's a wicket they could really do with, and it's a little bit 50-50ish, so we'll have a look and see. I don't reckon there'll be a big margin in this either way. The bat's getting there, so's the ball. Who's going to win? It could be the ball. It's out, yeah, so he's just got him. There you go. So we roll it forward. Yeah, it's just less than a frame probably, but still, out is out. And that's a really good result for the Stingrays, because instead of paying 4 runs, we pay -5. So good result for the game there. Full toss, he smacks it. There's Nathan, and I'll get 4 more. And he hit that well as well. That'll be 5, although it's well fielded and it would have been gone again. Last ball, super ball. So they got it up to 62. Straight, well fielded by Nathan, and that's the end of the over. This time Nick doesn't leave his crease, so he's learnt from the other time. But yeah, looked like a bit of a fool on the other occasion. That time he was up to it. He realised what not to do. All right, so Chris Fry coming out to bat with Luke Price, and it's been a decent game and a pretty good effort by the Stingrays in the field, to be fair, so far in the game with the 2 partnerships. Particularly that one, and we'll see how they go here. Only 13 runs conceded in that partnership, so yeah, it was a good 6-over spell by them. And looks like Nathan will bowl again. See if they can get a couple of early wickets in this partnership and put a bit of pressure on these 2. Play ball. Trying to defend 72, never easy. No ball. Yep, sorry, says sorry, and you know, obviously a high full toss that we have to pay, so we do. He bowls, and nicely driven, but straight, big chance. Oh, he's missed it. Oh, how has he missed that run out? Fair dinkum. Oh, that was a golden opportunity there for the Stingrays, and he just needed to walk it in and take the easy run out, but it hasn't happened for him. Alright, he bowls. Oh, it's a good ball. It's a Yorker and it's got right through him. Just missed the leg stump. There's Luke just the one. And there's one ball remaining in the over. Another York, another good piece of bowling. I reckon that's gone. So yeah, okay. So given it out, and the keeper, the batsman has challenged the call. He reckons he's made it. So we'll have a look, and we'll be hoping to be getting this call right, Watts, but we'll see. Stingrays will be hoping this is gone too. It's going to be nothing in it. It's gone. Yeah, it's just out by a frame. If I roll it forward, it will be possibly even less than a frame, but a close call. But this time, under my nose, we get it correct. End of the over, yeah. So where are we? That will be Luke that's out. So we'll give Luke out, take the 5 off, and he'll swap ends, and it'll be Chris on strike. Right, play ball. Okay, so yeah, just go on that one. And he smacked it. Oh, could he run out? Oh, would have been fair dinkum. The game's on, and there's all happening here at the moment. Exciting stuff at 10:29 p.m. on a Tuesday. It was a catch. It was a tough one to catch, but the run out was also on. And anyway, at the end of the day, they got 7. Nice shot, Tommy. That wicket, that 12-run turnaround at this stage of the game, you know, the score would be 58 right now instead of 72, but that's not the case. Nice shot, side net, back net, Nathan. They get 4. Oh, there's a wicket for the Stingrays. Frank bowled it, and underneath edge there by Luke Price, and he plays it onto the stumps, and out bowled is the result. Clinton, watching on the sidelines, he's out of his seat actually. He's yeah, walking around a bit. He's a bit intense probably. He's all of a sudden he's sort of giving the Stingrays a bit of a show here. That's the end of the over. He was sitting down nice and relaxed for most of this game, but he's been standing around and walking around a little bit, pacing up and down a bit over the last 2 or 3 overs. Yeah, you can smell an opportunity here. Play ball, Tom Brown. Full toss, he whacked it. Nathan catches it, and it wasn't a high one, so it's not an OE. And anyway, you have to cross back and face up again. Yeah, so the deficit is now 6. As Tommy comes in the bowl to Luke, leg side, just eases the pressure off the batsman just for a moment. Whichever way you look at it, it's been a spirited performance here by the Stingrays in the field. They've done a good job. Full toss, hits the non-striker. I don't think it hit the net at all, did it? No. Okay, just one. So that's been confirmed. Hit the non-striker there, and I was a little bit blindsided about whether the ball squeezed through to the net or not, and it apparently hadn't. Chris, hit that well. Gee whiz, that's a good shot under the present situation of the game. It goes all the way for 7. Last ball, all of a sudden, the see you next Tuesday hit the front, but it's taken them 15 overs to get there. So, as I said, it's been a good effort by the fielding team here. Nice shot, Paul. That one hit the net, I saw it, and it'll be 2. End of the over, a bit of a chance for a run out if he took it cleanly. Anyway, Tom Brown, 5 for -4. Yeah, he was pretty proud of himself, and rightfully so. Play ball. As Nick comes in the bowl to Luke, and they'll get 2. It's a bit short, he whacks it. Nathan, he drops the catch, but it was tough. He saved runs, and yeah, I reckon that's still a win. Did very well to keep that off the back net, and no score at all, so very good by Nathan there. Oh, this is a chance. Oh, Sam, I reckon he's gone the wrong end, gee whiz. So you've got to think about which way you want, is the best option here when you're fielding, and which end to go to. Seems to like to go to the bowler's end more often than not. It's not always the best option. Tommy Brown, 2 runs last ball. Chris side net back net Nathan, and the throw comes in. They get wouldn't have been out, end of the over. That wasn't. He was home quite clearly. Sound effects there from Clinton on the sidelines, as if to say the direct hit might have been a chance there, but it wouldn't have been. All right, 2 overs in, 15 ahead. 2 overs to go. Paul Gower and probably Sam to finish with. So 2 overs to go on the game at 10:34 p.m. Play ball. Comes in the bowl here to Chris. He hit it in the air. Nathan takes the catch. They pick up another wicket. Only 10 the diff. As Paul comes in to bowl to Luke. And leg side. So I've got to pay it, and I do. As Luke faces Paul. And probably just on the pitch, but 2 more runs anyway. They hit it for 2. It's Chris Fry faces Paul Gower. Oh, jeez. No, I reckon no. And what do you want to do here? So 1. You want to have a look? Yeah, you do. Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah, no, fair enough. Look at this one. Well, the non-striker's definitely out. I think the striker, no, he's going to make it. So the non-striker was had left early, but the batsman that hit the ball was actually in by a couple of frames. So we'll get that one correct. All right, so 1 ball remaining in this over. Bat, and that'll be the end of the over. Alright, so I don't know what batsman was thinking there, but he didn't play a very good shot at it. Didn't even hit the ball. Alright, Sam, he'll be bowling the last over. Play ball. Oh, gee, well bowled outswing. He hit it in the air. It was actually well struck. But yeah, a bit of a late outswing there by the bowler, and brought them into the play. Could have, been caught possibly if it had have. Or it didn't. Ended up, avoiding the fielders. That was also that was actually a catch, but he got a hand on it, but couldn't hang on. They got 2, and they're not that far short here, the Stingrays, in this game. Another 20 runs for them would have made the game a bit more interesting. He hammered that. Gee, that's 5 all of a sudden. Anyway, it's been a pretty hard, close-fought game, and been a good game to be a part of again. All 4 games have had something to offer tonight. It's been great. Off the leg, we only get 1. Last ball, Super Ball. This should be it, the last ball of the evening, it would seem, unless it's an extra, which it won't be. And they'll get 4 on the Super Ball. End of the over, end of the game. Please keep the ball for me, and I will appreciate it. And thanks for tuning in on the YouTube tonight. I hope you enjoyed the coverage. I certainly had a lot of fun, as I always do, bringing it to you. And we'll see you tomorrow night.